Retarded. Period blood.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, where we discuss
Period blood.
on 6th grade reading level. Hello and welcome to World Class Bullshitters. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me is Dan Kane.
And I'm going to play the part of Dion.
Period blood.
Baby, baby. The man with the plan, the original tan. You're welcome, America. And at the end of the day, hashtag at the end of the day. Blade.
Don't forget Spawn.
Blade, Spawn, Lethal Weapon is the best movie ever made.
Dion, thanks for showing up to World Class Bullshitters and skipping out on the NFL draft.
Oh, that's the
baby.
gayest fucking thing you could be doing right now.
Yes, he could be doing something awesome, hanging out with Dustin McNeese.
I farted in the shower the other day, and actual poop came out. Not like diarrhea, like an oops, but like actual shit exited my bowels. Second time in the past 3 weeks. Somebody call a doctor. Trump 2016.
If it's the second time.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if this has happened on multiple occasions, you have cancer. Just butthole cancer. You don't even have a butthole anymore.
No, that's my principal from my high school died of prostate cancer, which makes sense because he was an asshole. There you go.
Well, the other bullshitters are dead, so...
Thank God.
Hooray!
I don't miss them.
I survived.
You outlived a doctor, a beardo, an old guy, and a weirdo named Nick.
It doesn't mean much if I survive past the old guy.
Or the guy with diabetes. We're basically the smartest kids in a retard class, is what this comes down to.
Yeah, really. I feel so privileged.
Well, you're with us.
Yay.
Guys, we're a week away from Phase 3 of the MCU, and while the rest of the world gets Civil War today, we have to wait.
That's fucking bullshit. This is America.
The movie's called Captain America.
Fuck you, world.
You can't get any more American than a guy who wears red, white, and blue and has a fucking star and striped shield. But, okay, Europe, you're more important to us than us. Okay, so expect a review next week, and then the week after the whole group of guys will get together and discuss the film. But we have a show tonight, and we're not just going to fart on a microphone. We're going to talk about the possibility of Civil War II, what celebrity used to be great, and we're going to jump on the trend bandwagon of roasting some famous people. So dead or alive, no one is safe.
That's right, Chris Farley. Coming for you.
But before we get into that, let's see what's going on in the world of pop culture. Guys, do you have any news to share?
Dan, yours is the most important.
Oh yeah, mine is important. Mountain Dew came back with Baja Blast and Pitch Black, and the winner of the voting that has between the two stays in stores. So vote Baja Blast 2016.
Well, I will find you, and I will be disappointed in you.
I feel that it's important enough that we should tweet to our 27 followers right now that you should vote for Baja Blast. Dan, send me that link.
All right, I will send you the picture.
All right, do that.
So video games, in particular first-person shooters, are synonymous with Mountain Dew. So I have some news pertaining to that. You guys know Segway. Do you guys know the next release of Call of Duty is called Infinite Warfare? You guys know that?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I tried to avoid that.
Well, so I do nowadays, but I might give this one a shot because Infinite Warfare does take place far into the future. It's all space age technology. It's basically like Halo. But they are packaging it with the original Modern Warfare, a remake of it.
Ooh.
So I guess fans for just the regular $60 price, you're going to get a brand new game and a remake of the original. Now, there's no word yet if the original is going to support online multiplayer. We got people saying it, of course it would. Why would they release it without that? And we got other people saying, well, that'd be stupid to have people playing Modern Warfare online instead of Infinite Warfare, where they can charge you $500 to get a supply drop or whatever the thing is. So
I never played the original Modern Warfare.
See, I started at Modern Warfare 2 and then went through the Black Ops, and at the time I really enjoyed those games, but I haven't really seen the appeal the past few years.
I like
remember
Black Ops 3.
I've never played Black Ops 3, but Dustin, our freshman year at State, my whole floor was into Halo. Then Call of Duty Modern Warfare came out, and no one wanted to play Halo anymore, and I was just like, fuck this. So I stuck with Halo and got good at it.
Oh, we played a shit ton of Halo.
For years. Can you believe that game is 9 years old?
Jesus.
It's
I got one
bizarre.
more piece of news.
Yes.
So it's pertaining to Rogue One. You guys know Mads Mikkelsen, the actor?
Mm-hmm.
He's famous right now because he's in the show Hannibal, but he was in a bunch of other movies.
Casino Royale.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I've only seen him in King Arthur.
See, and I've never seen that film.
I would never. But he just released accidentally that he is playing, you know, that stupid cunt that's the lead for Rogue One?
Yes.
I guess he's her dad, and he's probably going to get in trouble for leaking that because, you know, there's a big lockdown on what information they're letting out. But, yeah, if that's relevant to anyone, Mads Mikkelsen's character is playing the lead's dad.
I just love those. Do you know that stupid cunt that's the lead? He's her dad.
He's got a good couple of months coming out because he's the bad guy in Doctor Strange in November, and then in December he's in Rogue One, so that Mads Mikkelsen money is going to be coming in heavy.
He's
I
gonna
like
be
him,
making mad cash, right?
Oh! Man, that pun just gave Joel prostate cancer. Sorry,
Like
Joel.
he didn't have it already. He's in his 80s.
That pun was so bad, I feel like I said it.
I actually met Mads Mikkelsen once at a convention. He looks so scary in person. It's not
I
even
remember you
funny.
saying, I forgot about that. Yeah, he just like a terrifying face.
He looks just like he does in the fucking movies. You know, some people are like kind of, you know, cool and like happy in person. He just is sour all the fucking time.
Well, it's because he's Danish, and I can't imagine it was fun growing up over there.
All they have is IKEA and Dykes. And speaking of Dykes, this episode is dedicated in memory of our #1 subscriber, Dyke Cuckerberg. Thank you, Dyke Cuckerberg. And
Who
yes,
is a real person who is the fucking coolest.
I was just gonna say, if you want to go and look on YouTube, you can find Dyke Cuckerberg. He's a real person, and he's really awesome.
Now, we're gonna throw you guys a link so you can go to his YouTube channel. He only has 2 subscribers. Give him some love because of the name like Dyke Cuckerberg.
Dyke Cuckerberg, you're my hero.
And another thing, Noah R. came back from the dead.
Oh, yes.
That's right. Every week now we're going to dedicate 5 seconds to go, hey, go follow this person. Dyke Cuckerberg, you win this week.
Well, with a name like Dyke Cuckerberg, you know it's quality.
We just want to send some warm wishes to Noah R. He is a college student right now, and he had to take some time off from commenting to focus on his studies. We're glad he's back. We hope he's getting 4 points, and we hope he makes something of himself.
How to get our attention. Have a really fucked up name.
And speaking of Noah R., maybe one day he'll be as popular as we are.
All 412 of our listeners.
Yeah, that's life goals. Speaking of life goals and failures and all that other bullshit, Nintendo. Dan, you got a Wii U, right?
I do.
Well,
I'm glad I paid $0 for it because that means it was all free.
I'd gladly take a free Wii U.
That's right.
Still wouldn't play it. But Nintendo released that the NX, which is the code name for the next console, is coming out in March 2017. And there is really no games coming out for the Wii U in 2016.
That's right.
Yeah, I saw that. They'd only sold 12 million copies of the Wii U, or 12 million units, I should say, of the Wii U. It's their lowest selling console since the 70s. And they only have about 18 games coming out this year, when recently they were putting out 35 a year. So there's a lot of speculation that Nintendo is on a downward trajectory, similar to Sega back in 2001.
Yeah, and it's sad because Nintendo was a big part of my childhood. It's now a joke. I don't play Nintendo games anymore. I hate to be that guy. But how many fucking Pikmin games and how many times can Mario beat Bowser and all this other bullshit? There's really just nothing fun with Nintendo. And I don't need all these innovations. I just want a high-powered Nintendo system to play a photorealistic Zelda.
Right. And, yeah, as you know, Zelda got pushed back, too. It was going to come out this year, but now they're pushing it back to 2017. So it's probably going to be the Wii U version, and then they're going to port it over to the NX. Is the rumor?
Just like Twilight Princess, which is fine because Twilight Princess was better, I guess, on the Wii. I don't know. I bought a Wii. It was a disappointing system. That's the last Nintendo console I purchased.
Right, but we can't forget what Nintendo did because back in the 80s, as everything shifted to arcades and the home console died, it was Nintendo that revitalized the entire industry. So Microsoft and Sony, they owe a lot to Nintendo for what it did, and that's what makes it even more sad to see it, 30 years later, 35 years later, whatever, dying. It's actually sad. It's like we grew up with it, and now it's probably, I would say NX is going to be their last home console. They're always going to do handhelds, and they're switching over to mobile, but, man, nothing beats the old Super Nintendo in terms of nostalgia and what it did.
I agree, but I'm going to play devil's advocate, and I'm actually happy that this is happening to Nintendo, and let me tell you why. I'm reading a book called The Console Wars. It's a great book. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg bought the rights to adapt it. It's basically the story of how the Sega Genesis competed with the Super Nintendo, but the book chronicles all the dickhead moves that Nintendo used to make in the 80s and 90s, and I feel like karma's coming back to bite them on the ass right now.
Fair enough. I had actually a thesis paper when we were at state together. It was on the history of Nintendo, and Jesus Christ, yeah, they're cutthroat. They did whatever they had to do to stay on top, and like I said, that's what makes me sad, is knowing all the things they had to do to get to where they got, and now seeing them just a shell of their former selves.
Well, I think the beginning of the end for them, and yeah, the Wii was a huge success. I can't knock that, but that really hurt them in the long run. It burned a lot of people, including me, who used to be a loyal Nintendo fan. But they were originally going to have the Nintendo PlayStation. They were going to team up with Sony, and they fucked them over literally the day of the announcement and said, oh, we're going into business with Philips. All because of some greed. And now look at what the PlayStation is doing to Nintendo.
Right. I think PlayStation 4, they just announced it finally hit 40 million copies. So it's wildly successful. It's whooping Xbox's ass, and of course it's stomping on Nintendo.
Yeah, when you had brought up the Nintendo Wii U sales of like 12 point whatever million, you said, just out of curiosity, I looked up Grand Theft Auto 5 sales. Grand Theft Auto 5, just a game, has sold 54 million copies as of last August. So let's say they put another, let's say they're at 56 or 57 million. That system, or that game, has probably made way more than the Wii U.
Right.
I just can't. It's just weird to live in a world where Nintendo is just barely relevant. I mean, their amiibos are all that they're really making money off of.
Yeah, they're going to shift attention to mobile and their toys, because I guess those are doing extremely well. My kids have DSs, and they love them. So, I mean, obviously they have cornered the handheld market. Vita sucks. The PSP was trash.
I have one of those. I regret it.
I got it too, and I played Liberty City Stories for like 2 days and was like, this is shit.
I remember there was all this worry about having like dead pixels on the screen, and I got one with a dead pixel right in the center. And I bought maybe 2 or 3 other games. I had Liberty City Stories, I had a Need for Speed game, and something else.
See, I had a WWE game, because if you linked up your PSP and your PS2 or whatever, if you somehow transferred the save data, you would unlock an exclusive Jake the Snake Roberts, and I thought that was the coolest shit.
So that was SmackDown vs. Raw 2006.
There you go.
And Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold 60 million as
now
of
the 60?
recent.
Oh, wow, okay. I was just doing random math to see what the... So if the Wii U has roughly made $3 billion, and you said there's 60 million copies of GTA sold?
Yep.
Wait, that's not that's 600 million. And I'm just charging it by the normal price. That's 3.6 billion. So a difference of 600 million. And just for the record, we have to add another $500 million because Rockstar announced that they made $500 million in DLC alone for GTA Online. So that's 4.1 billion.
They didn't announce it. It got leaked out when the former head developer sued them, and then that information became public.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for whatever reason, they were trying to hide those numbers, but it came out in those court documents.
As long as they keep up what they're doing with GTA, I'm going to support Rockstar forever.
GTA is incredible. Every week, they put out a new update with new clothes, new guns, new cars, whatever. They always come up with these brand new game modes, and I have never felt like I needed to buy in-game money, because they offer you so many opportunities to not need it. So the fact that they made $5.5 billion off of it is awesome because they're not forcing you to do it. I mean, I don't know who in their right mind would pay that kind of money, but they're doing something right.
It's an amazing game. You really got 2 games when you bought GTA 5. GTA
Absolutely.
Online is awesome. I play GTA way too much.
I play it every night. It's right before I go to bed. It's just my way to decompress and just mindlessly murder people. It's awesome.
Dan, we need to play it together soon.
We do.
Obviously, we'd play with you, Dustin, but you're so far advanced compared to where we are that it wouldn't even be fun.
Oh, we would team up and we'd just run around murdering people.
Fair
That
enough.
sounds like what we normally do.
Yeah.
Dan and I usually play on the closed maps where it's just the 2 of us blowing shit up, but I'm all for the 3 of us getting in vehicles and just running people over.
Oh, it's so fun when people are just trying to mind their own business and show off their cars to each other, and you just roll up, throw a sticky bomb, speed off, and hit L on the D-pad, and just watch them explode. Hear them cussing out over the headphones. It's awesome.
I almost wish you could just piss on people in that game. That's what I want for GTA 6. I want the ability to piss on your downed opponent.
There you go.
Kill them, piss on them, walk away. Piss on them again, fuck it.
The new teabag.
Oh, God, that would be awesome. I only had one other piece of news, and it was that 20th Century Fox is going to pull out of Comic-Con this year. Because of pirating reasons. They don't want their trailers and shit to get leaked online early. So, whatever.
This is the most bullshit excuse because why not just have it loaded up for 5 minutes after you show it to the people at Comic-Con so they get to see it first still, and then you instantly load it up. I mean, I don't see what the problem is.
I don't either.
Do they not know what's going on? Like, I mean, that's how that shit works. Like, that's how that whole thing works.
Zombie!
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Samoa, Nick Udom.
Thank you.
Hey, before we get back to
Zombie!
the story, Nick, tell everyone where you've been.
I've been making a movie.
A porno.
He's been dead. He's a zombie.
That too. No, I've been making a movie called Typical Massacre. We've shot the last thing this last Thursday. It's all on a hard drive. I've given it to my director, and he's going to go through it and hopefully pick out what scenes he likes, and then I go back and start editing it until the end of August.
Nice.
So,
Are you going to be back in Gatlinburg this whole time?
Yeah. I'm in Gatlinburg right now on vacation for 2 weeks just to not do anything and not worry about the movie or anything like that.
So when it's done, we get a free copy, correct?
You can buy a copy from me for a discounted price.
We get a 100% discounted, correct?
I'm going to make you a deal, Nick. I'm going to trade you a copy of this Brooks Benjamin classic, Boys of Somerville, for a copy of Strip Club Massacre.
Deal.
In my copy, he means he's going to send you a box of Boys of Somerville for one DVD.
Dude, just send me more Boys of Somerville. I'm going to start giving them out to our listeners.
God, I need to do that since I'm here. I need to send you the rest of them. I think I have like 2 or 3 more boxes of that shit.
Only 2 or 3. We need like 6.
God, well, I only got 2 or 3, so touch it.
We have the entire first pressing.
We have 400. We have 400.
The only pressing.
Well, that movie will never get leaked at Comic-Con.
God.
Nick.
Yes.
Have you had a chance to think about our pop culture debate?
I forgot what it was. I remember you wrote it down earlier.
Good job.
Well, I'm sorry. I've been on vacation doing absolutely nothing.
We got rid of Phil. We got Nick, so it's like Phil's still back. They got a beard and they didn't do their homework.
Well, hey, this is my first one back. You got to give me a minute.
Damn.
All right. Well,
yeah, I do. Brendan Fraser.
Hold on. We're not there yet. I was going to give
I'm sorry. Okay, all right.
I was going to give you a couple moments to prepare.
We-
Dustin,
Yes.
any more news that you think is relevant?
No, I'm ready to move on.
All right. Well, one last time. Go ahead, Nick.
I was going to talk about the whole piracy thing. To me, that's stupid. It seems like they just don't want to be there because I guess it's just because they're one of 20 other companies who are there to promote their trailer for the next, the movie that's coming out in a year or so. And maybe they just don't want to do that anymore. Maybe they're just tired of it.
Whatever the thing is, whatever the reason, Comic-Con is a clusterfuck. And as a comic book fan, I have no interest in going there anymore because it's just a bunch of douchey cosplayers and overpriced food.
Yeah, that and from what I hear, people, you wait in line for 8 hours to see, the first 5 minutes, the first trailer of the new movie that's coming out that year of, something awesome, and then they talk about it for 90 minutes.
Well, I think the most viewed panel at Comic-Con history was for one of the Twilights.
And there you go. There's my point.
Ugh. Talk about gross and nasty.
But, even the whole power subject, a friend of mine, Brian Williams, is a filmmaker in, I think, Indiana. He ran through a real problem this last week where apparently, somebody had taken his movie and put it up online for thousands of people to see, and he started a whole thing where it's like, hey, we have the VOD version that's cheaper, we have the DVD version that's cheap as well, and the Blu-ray version that's, the nice Blu-ray version. Like, buy something from me, I've made this, give me money. And I mean, it's hard as an artist, I'm sure, as you can, test this as well, to make something, and sell it and try to make money off it and make a living on it.
I would be pissed off if that happened to me.
Is he going to pursue criminal action? Because it should just be a simple IP address trace, and they can find out who took it and who stole from him, right?
No, because it's on some sites where you can watch it for free, like Putt Locker and things like that.
Yeah, but I mean, shouldn't they be able to trace who took his?
They're not going to do that. They're not that kind of site. And nor are they, going to take the fucking time out of their day to do that for somebody.
That's fucked up. If we had a bigger audience, I would let this guy use our show as a platform to tell people about it, but when Dyke Cuckerberg is your most prominent listener, I don't think that we're going to do much good. Dustin, I wanted to tell you one last thing before we got into our great pop culture debate.
Sure.
And that thing was that Tomb Raider has now found a new Lara Croft.
And it is?
Alicia Vikander from Ex Machina. Yeah. At least, as long as it's not Daisy Ridley, I'm happy.
Yeah, and that girl from Ex Machina had nice tits, so.
Well, Lara Croft is supposed to be busty. But then you get your social justice warriors like Anita Sarkeesian, who aren't busty, and they just get uncomfortable because a fictional video game character is in better shape than they are.
When is she just going to choke on a double-ended dildo and die?
Well, when Zoe Quinn gets off her face.
I don't understand that bullshit.
You don't understand the bullshit or the reference?
Oh, no, I don't understand the bullshit. No, I understand the reference. I do.
Okay, cool. I hate to be that one guy that talks about shit that no one knows about or cares about. It hurts me emotionally.
Oh, no, filming this movie, that's how I was. I'd make movie references and people are like, what are you talking about? It's like, nothing, just shoot the scene, just keep going, it's fine.
Dude, I met some guy at Horror Hound that was working on the movie with you.
Really?
There was a guy walking around Horror Hound wearing a Strip Club Massacre shirt.
I know. Okay, first of all, everybody who was working on the movie was in Georgia. If that was the case, I don't know.
Dan saw him. He kept talking to us.
I did see him.
He kept telling us that Misty Monday was over at a certain table. Wasn't her name Erin or something?
Was it like an older white guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I know who it is then. I know exactly who it is then.
He was as socially awkward as could be, but hey.
Yep. Yeah. He was there. He was there for a couple of days as an extra, and he acted as one of the characters for a second, and yeah.
Dude, next time you have a film that you're shooting with extras, let me be an extra. Let all of us be extras.
Biggest fucking extra you'll ever
Dustin,
see.
you'll drive to my house, and then I'll drive us down to wherever Nick is filming the movie.
Did we just become best friends?
Yup.
Dion's not invited because he's not here.
Did I just watch that movie last night? Yup.
Yeah, I mean, towards the end of it, we just didn't want to be around each other anymore. Like, this last week of shooting, we were just like, nope.
Don't talk to me. I will punch you in the face.
No, that's exactly how it was. It's like, don't fucking talk to me. Don't talk back to me. Don't say anything that will, piss me off, because I will just, end your life right now. That's how it was.
Well, I'm just glad you made it out unscathed and you're alive and you've returned to world-class bullshitters because...
Well, because I've done it before and I know how it works, and, I love these guys to death, and, everything, they did put a lot of hard work into it, but this is their first go at it.
We missed our Samoan.
Oh, thank you. I missed you guys too, because every Thursday I was like, I could be sitting in my apartment doing a podcast right now, but I'm filming a movie, so...
Well, I think they're equally awesome because... We have an inflated opinion of ourselves.
No, I mean, whenever I get a minute, I always try to help out and retweet or share or anything that I can for the podcast.
Oh, I
We
know.
noticed.
You've done a lot of good for this show. You probably brought us. You probably are responsible for Dyke Cuckerberg liking our channel.
Well, look, even in my description on Twitter, my bio on Twitter, I say like I participate in World Class Bullshitters podcast. Like that's one thing I put on there.
It's not I'm in it. I participated.
You're part of the show, man. Everyone. You're a host just like I am.
Well, I forget what it says exactly. I mean, I could
You're
say
more
host,
important than
but-
Phil.
Oh God.
Yeah, he doesn't even listen anymore. Every
I know
week
that-
we've been making fun of him, and he doesn't know because he doesn't listen.
Oh my God. What is it?
And it's beautiful.
I remember when I told you I was coming back, and you said listen to one of the shows, and listen to the Star Wars one with you, Dion, and
Dustin.
Dustin, yeah. And I was listening to that on my drive back, and I was like, man, this format has changed a little bit.
Yeah, well, we kind of just got into a huge news segment like we are now, and we never really got into the main feature.
Correct. Yeah.
But that'll change today because it is time for the great pop culture debate.
Time to cut that shit out now.
Yeah.
Cut the cheese.
Ew.
Sorry.
What kind of cheese?
Gouda.
Gruyere.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Monster.
Nick, you're coming back on a great night for the great pop culture debate. This
Nice.
comes by way of Dan.
I had a thought.
And it was
Oh Jesus.
what is the greatest celebrity fall from grace? Like we do nowadays, I don't moderate anymore. I participate in all the discussion. So, as usual, we'll go around the table. We'll say who we think had the biggest fall from grace, why we think they did, and then we'll talk shit about the other person's choice. And we'll let the listeners decide.
It's not really a debate. It's, hey, fuck your options.
Yes. Nick, since you are back from the dead, would you like to go first before your 100 minutes is up and your skin mask falls off?
Now, are we just going to say
I
name
love that
first
reference.
and
I fucking
then
love
the
that
other thing?
reference. Oh God. I watched that movie the other night. I fucking love it. I really do.
I do too. Liam Neeson's the best Dark Man. I wasn't a fan of, what was it, Arnold Vasolo or whatever?
No, he's always a weird dude. Like he reads funny on camera.
Now, Dan, everyone will go in a circle, hypothetically speaking, and we'll name off our character or person, and then we'll go back and discuss it in that same order. So Nick, Dan, Dustin, me. Nick, go.
Okay. Mine is Brendan Fraser.
Dan.
Adam Sandler.
Dustin.
Mel Gibson.
I chose Eddie Murphy.
All four massive fall from graces.
Well, I think Brendan Fraser, his fall was a little less because when was Brendan? Okay, Brendan Fraser was a household name, but anyway, Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, he was a household name. I mean, he'd done a couple of Pauly Shore movies back in the day. Actually, he's done 3 of them. Jesus.
I'm
Encino
sorry.
Man
Now that I'm looking
awesome.
at them, well,
Encino
never mind.
Man
That
was
could have been.
good.
Yeah, everybody loves Encino Man because Sean Austin and Brendan Fraser. That was a thing.
Everything else is...
He had done the Mummy movies, which were okay. The first one was pretty good. The second one was fine. The third one was why was there a third one?
Funny.
And then he's done a couple of the Looney Tunes movies, I guess. He was in G.I. Joe: Rise of Cobra. Oh Jesus,
Yeah.
he had a cameo.
I'm glad
Wow. All right. And I mean, like, if you look at his career, like, it slowly just kind of teeters off as it just goes into nothingness, and now he's not anything, and nobody really knows who he is anymore. And I mean, I feel bad because he was a good actor. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't molest children or or fondle women without them knowing. I mean, he was like.
Wait, were those examples of bad things?
Yeah, those examples of bad things.
I love how the extreme was, he didn't do anything wrong. He never molested children. That's the first thing that pops in your head.
Well, that's a bad thing, but Dustin doesn't think it is. So,
Our morals are fucked.
Therefore, your argument is no longer valid. You lose.
that's true.
May God have mercy on your soul. I award you no points.
Yeah, and I mean, he had a nice arc in the show Scrubs, which I love, and that whole little B story was really good in that. Even the way it ended was really sad and really, really well done. And I mean, he was not a bad actor like Nicolas Cage or anything. He was a good actor.
Whoa.
Nicolas Cage is a god.
We don't really believe in much on world-class bullshitters, but we pray every night to Nicolas Cage. All right? We pray that one day we're as entertaining and as stupid as Nicolas Cage is. So hold your tongue, boy.
Hey, China said Nicolas Cage is the world's best actor. I'm gonna
China's
go
dead.
with China, not
Yeah,
that China, the country China.
Oh,
Take off the
okay.
tree. Never mind. Nick, do you have anything else you want to add about Brendan Fraser's fall from grace?
I mean, it was kind of more of like a small drop to grace, not really a fall.
In my personal opinion, the height of his career was like The Mummy, George of the Jungle, then Airheads.
Yeah. Exactly.
Those are good choices.
Dan?
I went with Adam Sandler
I wonder why.
because it doesn't get much more of a fall from grace than being in classic comedies from the late 90s to being in shit nobody wants to see now. I mean, Airheads, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Wedding Singer, Waterboy, Big Daddy. Great movies.
Excellent.
Little Nicky,
Yeah.
Mr. Deeds,
Yeah.
Spanglish,
Fuck that movie.
Reign Over Me.
9/11.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Well, never mind.
You don't mess with the Zohan. Funny People. Grown-ups. Grown-ups 2. And the biggest shit pile of them all. Jack and fucking Jill.
I think The Cobbler may be worse.
No.
Okay, I've never seen Jack and Jill, but I tried to watch The Cobbler.
See, there's the difference. You tried to watch the Cobbler. You avoided Jack and Jill.
It's like, when you're a kid, your mom's like, don't touch this power line. You'll get electrocuted and get cancer. So you don't watch Jack and Jill because you're going to have a bad time.
Good Lord. And Pixels, which I almost wanted to see, and then I saw his face.
I'll say this. I'm so glad Pixels came out because I could not handle seeing that trailer every time we went to the movies.
Oh, God. That fucking trailer.
Dan, we probably went to about 40 movies last year, and I say we saw Pixels trailer 10 to 15 times.
Yeah, after the first time, I was like, yeah, I'm done with this movie. I don't
That
want to see
stupid
it anymore.
Queen remake. Ugh. Dustin,
Yes, sir.
please tell us why Mel Gibson's fall from grace was tragic.
Okay, I'm not saying it was tragic, but it was definitely the coolest way to fall from grace.
Okay.
So we got to look at where he came from. Of course, he is the lead of the Mad Max franchise, the Lethal Weapon franchise. He starred in and directed Braveheart. He was in one of my personal favorite films, The Patriot. And he directed Passion of the Christ. Now, this is about 2004, 2005 that Passion of the Christ came out. And he was named by Forbes as the world's most powerful celebrity that year. Just 1 year later, he got pulled over for a DUI, and he said, and I quote, "My life is over, I'm fucked, Robin's gonna leave me. Fucking Jews. The Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world. Are you a Jew?" he asked the officer. So then from there, it was another 5 or 6 years before he found another role, and he ended up in things like Edge of Darkness, Machete Kills, and The Expendables 3. But I mean, you go from a guy who was voted the sexiest man alive, the most powerful celebrity in the world, and he was one of Hollywood's highest paid actors in some of the most beloved franchises and films, to an anti-Semite, good for him, who was out of work for half a decade. So, I mean, to me, that makes his the coolest.
Are you sure he actually fell from grace? Because it made it sound like
he sounds like he's still pretty
like,
graceful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
my compass points south, and so I'm looking one way and everyone else is looking the other. So,
No,
yes,
this
to
is-
me, he ascended to godhood, right next to Nicolas Cage. But,
Whoa.
Hey, I'll allow it. Now, I have a little prepared statement because my celebrity that I chose who fell from grace, well, I loved this dude, and I still like him only because of his past achievements. And that man is Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy used to be the funniest motherfucker on the planet. I don't think anyone had a better run in the 1980s than he did. From 48 Hours through Coming to America and his 2 classic stand-up special, Raw and Delirious, Eddie Murphy delivered hit after hit. But then the 90s happened. And while there were the occasional gems like The Nutty Professor and Bowfinger, that decade was pretty flat. And by the time the new millennium rolled around, Eddie Murphy was a shell of his former self. The Adventures of Pluto Nash, Meet Dave, 1,000 Words, all bad, but even worse, all forgettable. When the SNL 40th anniversary special rolled around, all the hubbub was about the return of Eddie Murphy to Studio 8H. When the time came, Eddie Murphy appeared on stage to a chorus of applause and cheers. Then he spoke. Thank you was the theme of his speech. No comedy, no laughs, just a hollow thank you and an awkward transition to a commercial. Not only has Eddie Murphy's films lost their luster, but the man himself isn't what he used to be. Gone is the charismatic prankster with the most unique laugh in cinema, and in his place is a cheap imitation. Eddie Murphy is just vanilla. I don't know what happened to the guy. He's rich. He doesn't have a drug problem. His life seems fine, his personal life, but he just can't make a good film to save his fucking life. Am I wrong?
He's not an anti-Semite. So.
I'm not arguing.
Well, I mean, has the last few films he's done, has it been stuff that he's written and he's produced and directed himself, or has it been stuff that people have given him?
Everything he's been given. He's never really. I don't think he's never written a movie. He's never directed one either. I mean, if you look at like Beverly Hills Cop, it says Eddie Murphy Productions, but I think that's just a way for him to make some more money. I don't think he actually, because Don Bruckheimer and Simpson produced those movies, just like they did Top Gun and shit. So Eddie Murphy was just kind of like, he took a script and had free reign to do what he wanted. But when was the last time you saw an Eddie Murphy in theaters?
I don't know. Don't know.
Are you asking when the last time he was in a movie in theaters, or I actually wanted to see it?
You actually went and saw it, not wanted to.
I think I saw Pluto Nash in theaters.
Ew.
Ugh.
Why?
Because I didn't know any better.
No, we were all retarded at one point.
This is true. Well, I'm Samoan, so that's my excuse.
Fair enough. You know what? I apologize. Your people have gone through a lot. Pluto Nash was your chance to rise up against the oppressive white man, and it didn't work. But the last Eddie Murphy movie I saw in theaters was Bowfinger, which was 17 years ago.
Jesus.
Yeah, most of my life I've been just watching Eddie Murphy on video.
I have never seen Eddie Murphy in theaters.
Dustin?
Not something I go out of my way to see.
Because he's shit.
I mean, by the time I was born, the only one I probably would have wanted to see in theaters was the first Nutty Professor movie.
That is one of my favorite comedies. I forgot about that movie.
I did go see that, and that movie is fucking awesome. I went back to
Yeah. I remember watching that too in the theaters. Yeah, that was a good one. 2 was kind of weird though.
I did the back. I saw 2 in theaters as well, so that's the year 2000, so only 16 years.
But he did a couple of those movies where he was like every character, didn't he?
He did. Oh wait, no, I take that back again. I saw Norbit in theaters. Fuck.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna eventually get to where I saw whatever he was last in. No, Norbit was definitely the last Eddie Murphy movie I saw in theaters. That was forgettable. Which is
very, very forgettable.
I just remember I saw it with Douche Canoe.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing the trailers for Meet Dave, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
That giant head.
That was the stupidest fucking
I was like, so they're really tiny black aliens in a big black body? What is this?
Men in Black 4.
I remember the commercials for Tower Heist, and as soon as he showed up, I was like, oh shit.
As soon as I saw Brett Ratner, I went, oh shit.
Well, I mean, his role in that movie was the same as Jimmy Fox in Horrible Bosses. He's just like the black guy. That's it.
Oh. He's the Dion. Dude, while you've been away, we've had some racist-ass fans call out Dion.
Really?
Somebody was making fun of him the way he said Marvel. They're like, did you just say Marble? I wanted to comment. I'm like, no, clearly he said Marvel, but whatever. And then somebody tried to make a joke and call him DeAndre. And I had a whole segment of a show where I'm like, don't do that.
That was funny.
Now, if Dyke Zuckerberg said those comments, it'd
Who's
be
Dyke
really
Zuckerberg?
Dyke Zuckerberg could come to my house and piss in my gas tank. I'd still give him $20.
I don't know Dyke Zuckerberg. I know Dyke Cuckerberg.
Ah. Sorry.
I wish I knew Dyke Cuckerberg in real life.
Jeez.
I have a confession to make. It's me. It's my pen name.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, every night I log on to IMDb as Dyke Cuckerberg, and I just rip into Batman v Superman. That's all I have. My life is in shambles. If I could legally change my name to Dyke Cuckerberg, I would. The fucked up part is tomorrow we're not going to find Dyke Cuckerberg funny anymore. But there'll always be this time capsule of us laughing at how funny Dyke Cuckerberg is.
I would just love to. Welcome to World Class Bullshitters. I am your host, Dyke Cuckerberg.
I'm Dyke Cuckerberg? Oh. What's funny is Dyke Cuckerberg is funnier than any of our actors have been in the last 15 years. Well, 10 for Dustin's. Brendan Fraser was like the dude of the early 90s. He wasn't Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt, but he was... See, those guys always appealed to women. Brendan Fraser kind of appealed to everybody.
Yeah.
He had cool roles. Like, I liked George of the Jungle. I saw that in theaters as a kid. My grandma took me to see it. And
Did
it
anyone
is
mention Bedazzled?
I own that.
Bedazzled.
And I saw
fucking love it.
I think when Brendan Fraser lost it for me was when Monkey Bone came out.
Oh.
That movie was retarded.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
it
bad.
was. I think it was one of those MTV movies that. I think that's what it was because they made weird shit back then.
Chris Kattan has been in one good film, Night at the Roxbury.
Hey, no, he was an undercover brother.
I liked him in Corky Romano.
Wasn't Sable in that movie?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay. Dan, fact check that for me.
Working on it.
Yeah, I just remember the Corky Romano trailer. He's like, "You guys want to buy some cookies?" And he's dressed up like a girl. That's all. That movie was like the epitome of UPN. Just trash.
Well, apparently after Monkey Bone, he did The Mummy Returns.
I saw that the first day it came out in theaters because The Rock was in it.
Yeah.
My mom picked me up from school and said, "I got a surprise for you." I'm like, "What's that?" She goes, "We're going to see The Mummy Returns. It's at 3:45. I'm like, "Yeah, The Rock!" And he was in it for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was like the last 2
Well, no,
minutes.
he was in the beginning and then the end, wasn't he? Isn't that how
He
it
was
was?
a CGI character at the end, so he wasn't in the movie technically at the end. I watched The Mummy Returns recently. That's why I remember.
And no, Sable is not in Corky Romano.
What movie had Sable? She was in some shitty comedy when she was dealing with a midget.
Oh God. Well, I mean, did any other plot points? Any other?
That might not be a movie that's seen in theaters.
Well, it is. She is in Corky Romano. I'm looking at a picture of it right here, dude. She's got
I just looked up the cast and she's not listed.
She's in the movie. Type in Sable Corky Romano and you'll see pictures of her in a bra. I'm gonna send it to the chat right now.
Then the thing lied.
Wow,
to me.
Dan, you really flubbed that one.
You're fucking fired, Dan.
Well, you know what? I'm not here for a week, and then shit happens, and you have a bad episode, and you blame it all on me.
No, we're gonna replace you with Dyke Cuckerberg. The first time that was a mistake on this show. Thanks, Dustin. You broaden our vocabulary by many hate words, so thank you.
4 letters at a time.
Hey. I think the most used word on this show after the and shit is probably cunt.
Well, Kike's working its way on up.
One day. That'll just be the name of our show.
Welcome to Kike.
Because we can.
Gosh.
So if anyone's still listening to us, help us decide who gave the best argument. Or not even the best argument, but who do you think actually fell the hardest from grace? If you have a different person that you'd like to add, let us know, because we love to read the comments. And we'll read it on air next week if it's entertaining.
What's the worst movie the person you chose starred in?
Ooh, good question.
Let's see.
Good luck, Jeff.
Fuck you! I can't say Pluto Nash because I've never seen it.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, it's not okay.
No, I have seen Pluto Nash with Rosario Dawson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horseshit.
Okay.
Is it the worst?
I Spy was bad. Eddie Murphy, like I said, he had 2 good movies in the 90s, and everything else post Bowfinger has been just okay or complete shit. And okay was The Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps.
Yeah. Let's see. Brendan Fraser's, I think, shittiest movie was Furry Vengeance.
That's a fucking movie?
Yep, Furry Vengeance is a movie.
I remember. And he was also in that movie with Harrison Ford a few months before that.
Yeah, that was what was it? Extraordinary Measures, and that's actually a really good movie. That is a really well done and very dramatic movie, and the premise is good, and it's made really well, and it goes and does fucking Furry Vengeance.
I was gonna call it Private Practice because it's just a generic title.
It is.
It's just like Doctor Movie. Let's make one called that. It'll be about mud wrestling in, I don't know, Serbia.
Nipples.
Dustin, what's your worst movie with Mel Gibson?
Lethal Weapon. The entire franchise.
I was going to say that just to shit on Dion.
Passion of the Christ.
Never seen that before.
It's Passion of the Christ. I know it is.
I don't know. I mean, that's pretty fun to see Jesus get his ass whipped.
Yeah, I was about to say Dustin's gonna be loving that movie.
Too many Jews for my liking, but
Mine's pretty obvious.
Jack and Jill?
Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
Oh God.
When you can sweep the entire Razzies one year, it's the worst movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because that was the movie that won like all the Razzies that year, and that's never been done before.
Does
Adam's-
anyone actually win a Razzie?
No.
Adam Sandler won a Razzie for being the worst actress in a movie.
That'd be like saying you win syphilis or something. You don't really win a Razzie. You're just kind of awarded a Razzie for a bad decision you made once.
If you watch Jack and Jill, you might feel like you have syphilis.
Oh God, no.
Well, instead of your dick burning, your ears will burn.
In your eyes. And somehow you'll taste it and you'll still taste like shit.
Oh God. This
Why?
shit's really
Why,
twisted.
Dan? Why, Dan?
Jack and Jill. Because I'm proving my point with my argument.
Very true.
You're actually trying, Dan.
I'm shoving this shit down your throat. Like Jack and Jill.
Quit it. We get the point. God.
Gay. So I guess we should jump to our main feature. Nick,
Yes.
have you ever read the comic book Civil War by Marvel?
I have never read any comic books
Ever?
ever.
I'm going to send you the worst comic books ever and tell you that they're the greatest ever. And then I want you to see how bad the art form gets. I'm gonna
No.
send you-
Like the comics. Whenever I would buy comics, which was like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago,
How
when
long
I
does
would
it
go
take
to
to
these
get
small.
comments in Samoa?
They have to be airdropped. So like, it's like 5 or 6 years.
Do you guys know who Batman is yet?
No, we just know him as the rich guy who dresses in really tight underwear.
So Donald Trump?
No, that's the old rich guy in tight underwear.
Hey, can I derail this for 1 second? Donald Trump picked that, or not Donald Trump, Ted Cruz picked that lady running mate. That's just a sign of desperation.
Oh, it is.
Go ahead, sorry.
But no, I mean, the comics I always read are like the old horror comics. Like that's the ones I always try to get and read because they're crazy, or it's always like nuclear monsters, or like things from the dead, or witches, or zombies, or shit like that. Like it's always the same thing, but the art, the way it's drawn is different, or in a certain way, and it looks cool. And I mean that's what I always get, are those things. I was never into superheroes or anything like that. Like I think the only superhero that I'm into is what is it? Constantine. Like that's the only one that I have all the comics for, like in my closet.
What else is in there?
Oh, you don't want to
Dead
know.
bodies.
Dixie? Dude, she's making a movie.
Okay, yeah, I talked to her about that, and I was trying to impart my wisdom onto her, and be like, I was trying to ask her a bunch of questions one night. It's like, hey, what are you getting paid? What does your contract say? What's your rate? Like, are they reimbursing you for travel? Like, what's the deal? And her response after that was, "Shut up, you're not my dad." I'm like, what? I'm trying to make sure you don't get fucked over. I'm trying to make sure that you make some money in the end, or at least have some money in the end. If you don't want my fucking help, then I won't do that.
She'll make money. She'll go back to Target.
she tracked.
Target.
But it's one of those things where it's like I'm trying to make sure that she doesn't get fucked over. So if by chance, which I doubt, the movie goes big, she gets her cut of the earnings.
Which
Well,
I doubt.
I doubt. Okay, if the original Crazy Fat Ethel is like a movie that's known to like 8 people on the planet, this remake is a no.
Yeah, it'll be known to 16 people on the planet.
Woo!
I doubt 16 people will see that movie.
Okay, 10. Fine, 10.
But people go to Horror Hound and go watch it and say it's the greatest thing ever, even if it is complete bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, the things I hate to watch there are like the really gory movies that are just gory to be gory. I mean, I understand you're cutting a guy's dick off with your teeth. I mean, good for you. But what does it add to the story?
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't. I like. There's a guy who made a movie called American Guinea Pig, and I mean, real nice dude, really cool to talk to, But I watched it and I didn't get it. Like, why are you showing me a 70-year-old man jerking off?
Dustin, that sounds like a movie for you.
Yeah, I mean, guys need to send me the MDB link for this shit, because
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, I mean, are you just trying to be shocking? I mean, trying to be gross and shocking just to be gross and shocking? I mean, good for you, but I don't get it.
It just... I've seen clips of the original, and it looks like if Texas Chainsaw Massacre had less of a budget and less interested people making it. I don't even know if that's possible because that movie was made for nothing.
Yeah, and I mean that's a lot of these movies are like, you know, they're made in basements over the weekend with like, you know, 2 or 3 girls who are getting paid a lot and they don't know what they're doing. You know, it's like, hey, just come to sit naked, and you know, be prepared to shower a lot.
Sounds like a porno that I would not watch.
Yeah, you're making me want to get into the film industry now, if that's how it works. I got a basement.
Oh, you will. We'll eventually make World Class Bullshitters the movie.
I've got a basement.
Well, Dan, according to our Rogue One episode, you got people tied up in your basement. They don't get sex; they get something else.
Yeah. Nobody needs to know.
What a dark place World Class Bullshitters has become.
You're welcome.
It's because I'm back. That's why.
It's because you're black. Yes, that's correct.
Dion?
Baby.
You look so different.
See, unlike Phil, we know that Dion will listen to this episode.
That's right.
Dion, I love you.
Dion, I love your child because he's cool.
Dion, at least somebody loves you.
I love Dyke
Baby.
God.
Sorry, we need to get back on track. Dyke Cuckerberg has ruined my life. And by ruin, I mean made it more entertaining.
Well, I know what I'm naming my next kid, boy or girl.
Dyke Cuckerberg McNeese? DCM?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, if you do, please send me a birth announcement so I can have that framed and hung up on my wall. I will look at it every morning.
And please record the first time he's in school when the teacher goes, so your name is Dyke?
I actually go by my full middle name, Dyke Cuckerberg.
It's going to be a hyphenated first name.
Like Jean-Paul. Dyke Cuckerberg.
What's his middle name going to be? Joseph?
All joking aside, we could get Dyke Cuckerberg t-shirts and sell them. That's not a copywritten name.
There you go.
He's the owner and operator of Spacebook.
Oh,
Is that one of those companies that's like going to be a thing in like 50 years?
Spacebook?
Yeah, like when people actually go to space and they're living on Mars, like is that what that is?
I don't know. I don't know why Facebook wouldn't suffice, even if you're in outer space. Like when I went to Texas, I posted pictures on Facebook, not Hillbillies Anonymous. Fuck that shit.
Hey.
What, Dustin?
You almost caught AIDS, too, so I don't know if that's a good example, or...
Yeah! Nick, did you hear that part of our episode?
No!
I'll just make it brief, because the listeners would love this story again. We're walking down the street, and this really skinny guy comes up to Dion and goes, "Hey, man, I used to be your size about 9 months ago." Dion goes, "Oh, yeah? What'd you do to lose all that weight?" The guy goes, "I got AIDS." It was so fucking scary.
Wow! Holy shit!
No matter how many times I hear that, it's still funny.
Jesus!
I was there.
It gets weirder. I'll tell you more off the air, but that was Dyke Cuckerberg. He found us. That's why he started talking to Dion.
Oh, that's so weird, man.
He's like, "At the end of the day, I got AIDS, and so will you."
He was looking for that free hand job.
Yeah, Dion.
Well, I mean, whenever we were filming Strip Club Massacre, we would always go to every Sunday for 3 months. We'd film at a strip club called Tees, and without question, every time we were waiting in the parking lot for the guys to open the doors for us to go inside, there would always be at least one homeless guy rolling through there all the time.
Did you ever let him in for free?
Did you record him?
No.
Make him a movie star?
Dude, I would have put the hobo in my movie, and I would have been like, "Look, I can't pay you cash. I'll get you a fifth of anything you want, a large extra value meal, and a free lap dance."
No, why not go for realism and have he actually get murdered on camera? No one's gonna miss his poor ass. And it'd make your film way more authentic.
Yeah, but then I mean, I got to get rid of the body, and I got to clean up and make sure there's no blood anywhere. I mean, it's just a hassle. I mean, making that many trash bags out of one body with like a hacksaw. I mean, it's just a lot of trouble, man. I mean, I don't want
a shopping cart that he pushed around that you could just dump his ass in. No one would care.
Actually, none of them had shopping carts. It was weird.
They had Segways?
One of them was like one of them was really gay, like really, really gay.
Now, do you mean gay as in stupid or gay as in, like, Matt homosexual gay?
No, he was ready to suck one of our dicks for like $1. Like it was bad.
A whole buck?
For a cheeseburger?
Yeah, like it was just like, dude, no, just fucking leave.
You should have went out with a fucking stack of singles and be like, hey, man, I got you for the next 12 hours. I think strip clubs have more singles than banks, so you would have been set for quite a while.
That's true. Oh, man.
Man, that made me even uncomfortable. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, we had full run of the strip club whenever we shot there. Like we had the VIP rooms and the changing room for the girls, the stages, the bar, everything. We had to run to the full place.
Did they have lunchtime buffets?
No, they did not have lunchtime buffets.
I always wanted to go to a strip club with a lunchtime buffet because that is class.
I know the owner kept telling us, and we kept seeing posts about it on their Instagram. Like 50 Cent and Future and ASAP Rocky would always be there, like almost every Saturday before we got there on Sunday.
Wait, like the 50 Cent?
Yeah, the 50
The
Cent.
formerly broke rapper who's really just fucking around with his money?
Correct.
Who's really just a stupid fuckhead.
Yeah.
He's okay. I'm not a fan of his new music, but when he first dropped, in quotations,
Ooh.
I listened.
He got that lingo.
Well, when Dion's not here, somebody has to keep up the quota.
And you're half
True.
black, so you have to be the one. You are the one they call Negro.
What?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
It fit. I don't care. I win.
You know what? This is a candidate for the best episode ever.
Oh jeez.
Between latent racism and Dyke Cuckerberg, we have nowhere to go but down.
Damn it, I'm trying to drink.
Or up.
True. Are we ever going to get to our main topic, or do you guys...
No.
What was it again?
Probably not.
Does that sadden you, Dustin?
Not really. This is fun.
What was our main topic? I forget.
Don't worry about it. We're not going to talk about it anymore.
Fuck yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to name this episode Dyke Cuckerberg Presents World Class Bullshitters Episode 24.
Just have his face right there in the middle.
Oh my god. I will so do that. Oh, Dion's messaging us. What should I say to him?
We miss him. We miss.
You're missing the best episode.
Faggots.
I'm telling him you're missing the best episode ever. This is like a mini
Oh, jeez.
episode. Because it's like, we're talking about the episode while we record it as we send him a message that he'll hear.
Meta.
And yet, we don't even talk about the main feature of the episode.
At the end of the day, fuck Dustin. Hashtag end of the day. Aw, shit.
Oh, shit.
Those are notes from Dion himself. Dion, it's like you're here, my friend. I hope the NFL draft is this entertaining. Whatever Dante Culpepper Jr. or...
Is that what he's watching right now?
I would put...
Probably.
Oh my god.
That poor, sad, pathetic man.
He's probably drinking, though, too, so it's going to be a good time.
Is there anything gayer than sports?
No, did you listen to last week's episode?
Jesus.
No, I cut it out to where you go, hey, can I bring up something really gay and stupid?
Oh,
And I go, yeah, and I go, what? You go, sports? And then it just
Yep.
up.
You didn't. No. You didn't cut that out. I heard that.
No, he had said something completely different. I edited
Okay.
it and said, sports.
Okay.
You'll be
alright,
good
yeah.
at them.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was listening to that on my drive back, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's funny. It's kind of funny.
It was, look at, these last 2 weeks have been clusterfucks, but in a good way.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, because you guys were arguing about the Marvel Universe and Star Wars and Deadpool and things like that.
Well, as
Damn it, Nick.
as our description says on Twitter, we're a geek culture podcast with balls. So every once in a while, we got to whip them out and make sure we're still men. I mean, we
That's
can only
true.
talk about Batman and Spider-Man so much.
That's
Damn
very
it,
true.
Nick. We went this whole episode without mentioning Star Wars, and you had to bring it up.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was, not to be mentioned.
Hey,
Put it in the fucking memo of the email next time. All right.
Hey, Dustin,
What's up?
we're going to play a game.
Yes.
This is only for you, and it's really funny. We're going to play a little game of word association, all right? There is a list of the top 10 worst celebrities of all times. I'm going to count from 10 to 1. I'm only going to read the top 10 because I don't know who half of these British people are. But I want you to give me a one-word description of each of them. Deal?
I'm scared, sure.
Let's do it.
All right. And, after Dustin goes, everyone will go.
Ah, yeah.
Dustin. Number 10 is Snooki.
Cunt.
Number 9 is Lord.
Cunt.
Number 8 is Kanye West.
Cunt.
Lindsay Lohan.
Big cunt.
The comment under her is, please deposit this crackhead to another planet.
Crack cunt. I'm sorry.
Here we go. Barack Obama.
Illuminati.
Oh my god.
Good word. Nicki Minaj.
Fake ass. Hyphenated.
Oh, but I love him.
It is. Oh, it's so nice. So nice.
This is the most interesting one. Adolf Hitler.
Oh, fucking hero.
Oh my god.
Underachiever.
Oh my god.
Kim Kardashian.
Cunt.
Miley Cyrus.
Fucking stupid ass cunt.
Jesus.
God. No
Number-
ass cunt.
Justin Bieber.
No ass cunt.
Literally a female.
Here's a quote about Justin Bieber. You know, it's funny. Here you are complaining about this dude when in the past there was Hitler, who killed 6 million Jews, Stalin, who killed 60 million people, and yet this dude that simply makes music is the number 1 for the worst well-known person. Wow. That comes from loopiness.
You know what? It's because Justin Bieber's a fucking terrible person.
So it
He
sounds like
is.
fucking loopiness is a liberal.
Or just wrong.
Just
Which-
wrong, yeah.
They're synonymous.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
Wow, another list has Kate Gosselin listed as... Oh, these are celebrity mothers. Kris Jenner is somehow number 2.
Wow.
Cunt.
Half of these people
No,
aren't even
no. He still has his dick.
Wait, that's what's his face? Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
Well, you know what we should do since it's all the rage? It's fucking
Cocaine?
cocaine. Yeah, let's
Okay.
go back to the 80s.
Yeah,
That's right,
yeah.
it's heroin now, my bad.
No, now it's Molly.
Ooh.
Isn't that MDMA?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
MA Molly.
My nose is on fire.
What?
Hell yeah, party time.
Excellent.
He's already there. He's already there.
So did you do Somali and now you're performing the Uni Hyper Gupper Bomb, Dustin?
Oh, God. Oh, my. I will never forget that melody you came up with.
Here's the thing. During that moment, I had no clue if I was making up memories or I was having real memories. It was the biggest fucking infinite loop of my entire life. I was so scared but confused. Like, what was real? What was fake? It was mind-blowing.
No, is that the same night that Dion walked in like a zombie and then punted Hillary in her tits?
Oh my god, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
And then you know, Dustin, tell him the setup of the story, and then I'll elaborate at the end.
And then
Okay,
Jeff
so-
will be like, he punted him in the tit.
Yeah, because I
this
need
is
to see the beginning of this.
Circa 2010, 2011.
Circa.
We're on a balcony in East Lansing, and the local gas station was selling spice. Now, if you're not familiar with spice, it was a synthetic drug that was legal for a few years, but it was legal. All right, so that's important. Very
That's right,
important.
children. It was legal.
But it was like pot, but would make you hallucinate. So it was bitching, and we're all on this balcony. Everyone's
So like
passing
peyote
out.
then.
What's that?
So like peyote then.
I've never done peyote, so I can't compare. I've done salvia, acid, and stuff, but this stuff was strong. But we're on the balcony, and everyone's passing it around. And Dion, out of nowhere, his face just goes completely blank. And he just like opens the sliding glass door, walks inside, and his girlfriend at the time, Hillary, was Indian style on the floor, and he just fucking karate kicked her in the tits.
Oh, my favorite part is, though, after he kicks her, he falls over and lays on the ground and doesn't talk for an hour. And he kicked Hillary so hard she pissed her pants.
Oh my god.
I thought I was going to prison for introducing spice to everyone.
And I went and made a can
No,
of
you
baked beans and
couldn't
watched
have.
the whole thing.
It was legal.
Way to
Fair,
go,
but
Jeff.
I was-
Jeff, the unsung hero.
But no, that same night, Jeff came up with this innovative toy. It's going to be on the shelves, 2018?
Yeah.
Called the Uni Hyper Gipper Bomb. It has its own theme song. Jeff, can you do it for them?
The fucked up part, I didn't know if it was something I had as a kid or I was making it up. I just don't remember.
Wow.
Even to this day, I don't remember if it was real or fake.
Can you spell that out for me?
I wrote it down once, didn't I, Dustin?
Yeah.
We'll figure that out. Maybe we'll title the episode the
What's
Uni
it called
Hyper
again?
Gepper Bomb. The
What's it called
Uni Hyper Gepper Bomb.
It sounds like a Dragon Ball Z move.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Or a drink, whatever.
Oh, I'd drink that. You die, but you can drink. It's pure gasoline. It's what Sex
yeah,
Panther
give
should
me
be.
that.
It's pure gasoline and just gunpowder.
Wouldn't you lose an arm making that shit?
Probably.
Anyway, that was the greatest experience. To this day, I can remember everything so vividly, but I don't remember if it was real or fake.
Right. And that's the story of that drug. Is you don't really know.
My favorite part of this whole story was Jeff being the unsung hero. I made baked beans and watched it all happen.
Well, no, okay. What happened? What happened to Spice? After, I guess too many people did it and got fucked up.
People heard about this story and they went, "Oh, it's not legal anymore."
Okay.
Dustin bought a bunch of it, and then it was outlawed. I
stockpiled.
Did you really? Do you still have some left over?
Oh God, no! It's been 5 years. That shit was gone first week, but I had enough for a few months.
Oh, I was there when I came to visit him. We saw something that Dustin thought was a flying saucer, and he was so nervous.
Check me out. That's the thing I miss about Spice most, and I bitch about this to my bitch wife all the time. I miss smoking Spice and thinking every single thing I saw in the sky was a UFO. I miss that. I miss being.
Well, I mean, you can do that now.
No, because now I'm grown up and not high. So
yet. We'll corrupt you somehow. We'll have a world-class bullshitter summit, and all you'll do is crack.
Summit? I love it. I love it. No, it's not a party or a meetup. It's a summit.
All joking aside, I've considered in the next year or two, because this show just will not stop. Even if we have one subscriber, I will fucking produce this show every week. We're gonna meet in Gatlinburg. We're gonna rent out a cabin.
Oh God, no!
Yeah, we're gonna have Dixie pay for it on her credit card and then not pay her back. And then we're gonna fucking just have a rager all night where we record us. Dustin will be on something, and Dion and I will be drunk as shit.
I'll bring the Coke.
You will, and you'll be consuming it just as much as Dustin.
I'm not a sharer.
Oh, okay.
That's all right, Dustin. It's mine. So neither am I.
Jeez.
I'm a little pissed that we just found out my wife is pregnant, because that means I have to wait 5 or 6 years extra on top of my original plan before I can get into meth. Because I was going to wait till.
Oh
I was going to wait till
So
both
you're
kids.
about to have another child.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
you're naming it.
Are you starting a
Dyke
franchise or a
Cuckerberg.
football team?
Sports are gay, so
Franchise it is then.
But no, my original plan was once both kids are 18 and out of the house, I was going to take up meth, heroin, crack. 3 things I haven't tried. And now that little cocksucker in my wife's stomach is making me delay it a half a decade.
How dare it? How dare it?
So you have to name it Dyke Cuckerberg.
Either that or find a coat hanger and a garbage bag.
I got
Well,
plenty of garbage bags at my house.
No, dude.
Yeah, I
You
got a lot
just
of
get one of
coke
those. You just get one of those industrial strength vacuum cleaners, man. Do it
No!
that way.
Dustin, I got the cheapest way to get it done. Give Dion some spice and I'll kick her in the stomach like you did Hillary.
Dion, door-to-door abortion services.
Green family abortion on the corner of
Oh
Cedar
my
and West
God.
Saginaw.
Jesus.
Do you remember that created character we had in WWE 13 or 12? They did the Nazi ball march as his finisher.
I have a video of that.
He would just kick you in the balls 10 times. That's basically how you'd induce an abortion, I mean.
Or if you're a dude and you want a vasectomy, just kick him in the balls repeatedly.
Oh God.
Oh.
Well, I mean that's why James Bond got a vasectomy.
Well, that wasn't by choice. Mads Mikkelsen wrecked his balls with a fucking rope.
I mean, but he got it though. I'm glad he did, because then there's no little bastard James Bond children out there.
There's James Bond Jr., but that's his nephew somehow. Hey, after Dyke Cuckerberg, how about Dion Green Family Abortionist as a t-shirt?
It should already have been made by now.
I'll put in $100 for our t-shirts.
I'll match
only
that.
Dion's,
I'll match
only if
that.
Dion's on the front of the shirt with the one hand he's got like he flared out money, and the other hand he's got like a dead baby fetus.
I'll make it look like like that old school 70s style font. Green family
God.
abortion.
Oh my god.
He's got to have an afro on it.
Okay, I can do
Wait,
that.
no, Dion or the dead baby.
Yes.
Well, the baby wasn't alive long enough to grow an afro, so we have to think logistically. Shit. Or get the fuck out.
Dion
This
should be so pissed that he missed this episode.
Yeah, because he can't defend himself, and at the end of the day, that's the best type of humor.
Oh.
Yep. That's why we like making fun of Phil.
He just asked Phil if he's on the show. Phil doesn't respond. I just go, no, Dion Green family abortionist.
Yeah, is Phil just falling off or what?
We don't care.
Okay.
No, I'm just joking. Dan, are you going to Phil's on Sunday?
Oh, yeah, I don't have to work anymore since the Cyclones lost the playoffs.
Good. We're going to go to Frisch's Breakfast Bar and then hang out with him until we can't handle it anymore.
I cannot drink, though,
I wasn't going
Why?
to drink.
because I do not have a refill on my heart medication, and I'd rather be able to not die.
That's true, Dan.
You could just do lines of cocaine and that's how you'll
Cocaine
do it.
'em?
Cocaine.
Cocaine 'em.
I got a guy.
You got a guy?
I got a guy. I play poker with him every Wednesday.
Paco or Chico?
You poke him every Wednesday?
Wrong face.
I was say, are there any people that aren't white where you live?
Yeah. The
Dion.
Dion doesn't live where Dustin lives. Dustin lives in, like, the middle of nowhere. Well, kind of.
You live
God.
in parts unknown, right next to the middle of nowhere?
He lives right next to the Ultimate Warrior.
His grave or his actual place?
Does it matter? He ain't coming back either way.
Oh.
This is a really mean-spirited episode.
I wonder how many
No, it
people
isn't.
have watched China's porn ever since she died.
I thought about it as soon as I
It's-
found out she died, and then I found out I was on her YouTube channel, and I remembered what a nice lady she was. So then I'm like, I will respect you.
I'm sure. I'm
I will not
I'm
now.
sure, I'm sure Pornhub got some hits though. I'm sure Pornhub got some hits.
I bet you Pornhub commented on the video, y'all fucked up for watching this after she died.
Justin, I just want to tell you, I'm angry at you because I never thought of Pornhub as a viable porn site, even though it's the #1 site.
Uh-huh.
And then I started to adventure down that rabbit hole of porn, or actually that brown eye hole, and it's fucking awesome.
They
Just
have
saying.
everything. They have everything.
They have shit that's normally hard to find because it's legal or illegal. It's just like copyrighted, so they don't upload it in full.
Right, they have the Kim Kardashian tapes. They have incest videos. They have everything you'd want.
Dustin,
Well,
what was that?
I
What was
don't-
that video you told us to watch, but Nick was not here to watch it, so...
Cody Lane Blue Room. Check it out.
We
Oh,
actually,
thank you.
Dustin, we forgot to live up to the hype of the listeners. We never told them what the story behind it was.
Oh, so for you listeners who did the right thing and went and watched that video where she's getting gangbanged by a bunch of violent dudes, come to find out that was real. They actually drugged her and then filmed them gang raping her. So joke's on you, assholes.
Yeah, we made you famous. Fuck you all.
This is the most mean-spirited episode of World Class Bullshitters, and I'm so happy.
It's all because Dion's not here.
No, it's all because of Dyke Cuckerberg. I keep
Dyke-
wanting to call him Kike Duckerberg, but that's just...
Because you're a terrible person, apparently.
can't-
Well, well, if Charity has twins, one will be Dyke, one will be Kike.
Oh my god, I cannot wait. I wish she would have triplets. Just so,
Aw.
one could have, just so one could be Cuckerberg. Like Kike Zuckerberg. Oh. So Dan, we'll try to have some semblance of a normal show. You were telling me about all the rage that is this RoastMe meme. Tell me about it.
People posted pictures of themselves, and they would hold a piece of paper up that say, roast me. And the internet did its magic and said the most evil, mean-spirited shit to these people. And I fucking loved it.
Do you have any examples?
I saved a couple pictures onto my phone. Let's see if I can send them to you on here, since, that means I have to reconnect my phone to my laptop and shit, so it'll be a minute.
There is a Reddit about this. Roast me. Oh my god. There's a picture of a blonde girl that says, I'm only 17. Take it easy on me. That has never worked. It has 243 comments. Would you like to hear some of them?
Yes.
Okay, first I'm going to send you guys the image. And then we're going to go from here. Because
Because we're evil.
Fuck respect.
Because we're evil.
Okay, so you guys see her?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
Okay. The bottom half of your face is reminiscent of Jack Nicholson's portrayal of the Joker when he removed his makeup.
Oh my god.
Oh, that is beautiful.
She has no tits. No wonder people start noticing her face. Good news is you're 17. You have a lot of life ahead of you. Bad news is it's all downhill from here. You clearly peaked 2 years ago. And then somebody responded with, I'm guessing that's why her uncle stopped visiting last year.
Oh, I love the internet.
This comes from a big fat meanie. The basketball team at the community college you end up spending 6 years at won't, so why should we? Oh, I don't know. I thought it would be funnier, but you know.
Wah.
We can't all be winners.
It's true.
Something tells me that the massive amount of luggage you've got under your right eye isn't the only baggage. You look like a girl who's celebrating her 12th anniversary of being 17 at Applebee's. Your friends from the office. You're 17, crikey woman. You put the hag and haggard. Take it easy on me. I'm only 17. That could totally be the opening line to your porno. Opening line, try series title. The only reason anyone's excited about you turning 18 is so you can get a nose job you desperately need.
Jesus.
Bad news.
No.
Go ahead.
Is this girl still alive or has she killed herself already?
I don't. Let's see. She posted 10 hours ago, so she's probably in the bathroom slitting her wrists.
Okay, all right. That's good to know.
Most likely.
Too bad. Like, cheerleading skills aren't like actual skills. Life is going to snatch up those fucking pom-poms out of your hands soon enough. The sooner you stop smiling like a goddamn imbecile and start living in the real world, the better off you're going to be. That's just mean. That's
Damn,
not funny.
Somebody's shitting that guy's cornflakes that morning.
Here we go. You'll probably consider becoming a lesbian after every guy in college gives you the old hump and dump. Have experimental sex with a member of your own rowing team. Then you'll really feel awkward about it. Find God and tell everyone that I'm a virgin. That you date that I'm a virgin. It's rare for a gay guy that you can look at a woman and instantly know, yeah, she's going to have way more anal sex than me throughout her life.
Fuck.
Your future husband won't take it easy on you when you burn the fucking meatloaf.
The meatloaf.
You really have the perfect pick pose. You have the case of ugly at any other angle. Does your mom pay Ric Flair child support? Here's the last one on this photo. Your teeth look like an array of Mentos wishing they could be thrown into a Coke bottle to end their miserable life.
Jeez.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So we're putting our pictures up at the end, right, for people to roast us?
Oh, good lord.
You know what we should do is just put up pictures of Phil, Brian, and Joel.
And Dion. Fuck it, Dion too.
But I want to volunteer myself. I want to see what these assholes have to say about me.
Okay, I can do that for you.
Fuck it. Put
Pick the
that one
with
stupid
your
ass
stick
picture of me
together.
up.
Here we go. This girl looks like a lesbian. Let's hear what they have to say about her. Oh God, I almost feel guilty for about what I'm about to read.
No, you don't.
Okay,
There, you feel better?
let me send you this image, and then we will start. This is so much fun.
You're welcome.
Well, this was such a mean-spirited episode to begin with. So why not end with
and I'm
making
glad-
fun of people?
Yeah, I'm glad it's gotten worse.
I'm glad you're back because no one else would appreciate it like you do. You have the darkest sense of humor of anyone I've met.
Oh, I try. You're sweet.
Okay, so you see the picture of the new girl, right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
First comment. You look like you haunt gender-neutral bathrooms.
She looks like Lydia from Beetlejuice went into a blender.
Ugh.
I, for one, am glad that Hot Topic finally expanded their "Daddy Never Loved Me Enough" to touch the clothing. Valiant effort at trying to take away the attention from your huge nose. She looks like a replicant in Blade Runner. Hopefully she's at the end of her 4-year lifespan. The girl with the dragon-sized lips.
We need to put these pictures in the video as we read these.
I planned on it. I planned on it.
Because
Yeah,
everyone
you
else
better
needs to
pic-
see this.
God, you can
Oh
put a
my
link to
God.
that thing as well.
I almost feel bad for this girl. Almost.
No, you don't.
Let me save this image.
Well, I mean, they've done it to themselves. They're like, oh, roast me. Here's a picture of me on the internet. Like, what do you think was gonna happen? Like, you're gonna get like compliments and shit? No.
I'm just gonna call this episode R roast me. World Class Bullshitters episode 24.
Presented by.
Dyke Cuckerberg.
Dyke Cuckerberg. With an odd title like that, everyone's gonna want to listen to our show.
It's either going to be everybody wants to see it or everybody's going to go, what the fuck? And then watch it out of necessity.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm reminded of Anne Hathaway as Fantine in Les Miserables, except even in her final scene, dying in a hospital bed, Anne was more fuckable. It's very generous that she gives haircuts to the blind, because I assume no one with vision would look at that mop on her head and sit in a barber's chair. Kim Jong-un once had a haircut just like your friend's. He looked in the mirror, ordered the barber to be shot, and decided to go with this. And there's a picture of his normal face. She has a resting butch face.
That's a good one. That's a fucking good one. I like that.
That comes from XXNYZ.
Resting butch face. I like that. That's good. I may use that.
Sorry, that came from American Johnny. I didn't want to give a... Here's one of my ones I like now. You look like a lost boy. Here's one from Elvish, not... Whatever, fuck that name. Anyway, shredded clothes don't make you look badass. They make you look poor. Wipe that smirk off your face, you inbred-looking eagle lord. Huh?
Wow.
Inbred is the only excuse in the world that can explain those anime-styled eyes you have. And with a jaw like that, are you a member of the Habsburg medieval family by any chance? Stay on Tumblr. Reddit is for the people who don't look like they ride the short bus. And here's the final one. Nick, you'll like this one. Did a zombie rape you?
It does.
Let's pick on a fat guy.
Okay.
All right, where's my picture at?
What'd you say, Dustin?
I got to clarify something.
Yes.
As Peter Griffin very astutely pointed out, everybody knows there's no such thing as a fat man. There are only fat women.
And that's why Peter Griffin should run for president.
Eh.
So this guy goes 26 male,
Good
Aussie,
Lord.
unemployed, 1/8 Aboriginal. Are the other 7/8 feral pig? Aberpiginal. And then somebody comments abnormal. Somehow being unemployed is the best thing you got going for you right now.
Oh.
You look like a pit bull pressed up against the glass. The cum stain on his left tit to show that unemployed might be overselling it. Is that cum on your tits, or are you leaking breast milk? His name is Robert Paulson. This is Bob. Bob has bitch tits.
Oh, it took that. It made that turn. That's good. Jeez.
Hey, Dan, we always talk about how good Scott Steiner's math is, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. 1/8 Aboriginal, 3/8 obese, 2/8 retarded, 2/8 angry. You should add an extra eighth to this guy for some extra chromosomes. Oh my god. Did you eat your last employer? If a biopic of Meatloaf ever gets greenlit, you have a small check coming in the mail. 1/8 Aboriginal, 7/8 John C. Reilly. Oh, this one's mean. If we roasted you, we'd have food for 20 years. I can't laugh like this. Oh my god. Oh, there's more. And I'm going to keep reading them. No wonder why Australia's on the bottom of the planet. Your fat ass dragged it down there. I don't believe any fraction of you is made of ab. Oh. 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 1/8 Aboriginal, 7/8 John Goodman. You have aboriginal genes. Too bad you can't fit into them. Oh, this poor gentleman. I almost feel bad.
I don't.
I feel
Okay.
bad because he's a guy and we're making fun of him.
Do you want to make fun of one that says, "Be gentle, I'm Jewish"?
Yep. Please.
Oh
There
God.
you go. There you go.
Oh my
Dustin
God, this is going to
just
be
got
so
hard.
much fun. Hold on. Let me send you guys the image. Because you got to see this guy's face first before I even start reading these. Because the first
Good.
one is going to... I'm glad you went to the bathroom, Dustin.
Why's that?
This first one might make you piss your pants.
Oh my God.
Oh.
So you see him, right?
Wow.
Weird Al Yankovic got smacked in the face with.
First comment. You make me question if the Holocaust was actually a bad idea. I thought Hitler gassed them, not electrocuted them. Your face puts the sin in synagogue. If your grandparents saw you, they'd regret making it through the Holocaust. Your hair looks like it was used to clean up gas chambers. You look like Andy Samberg's cock. This comes from Taxman Fat. You look like a gay Weird Al Yankovic. Oh my God.
He looks like a straight Pauly Shore.
Yeah? Oh. I was caught between an Anne Frank joke and a Jufro joke, but couldn't figure out your gender. I guess you're just too androgynous.
Well done.
Oh man, that's fucking funny. You look like the Grinch's bastard child with a recent murder victim. You are Native American. You are a Native American necklace away from driving a Subaru. What? Let's see. Are there any other good ones for this guy?
This is working a lot better than what we were gonna do.
Yeah. Are poodles Jewish now? When they circumcised you, did they have too many pubes? It looks like they put the rest on your head. Ooh.
I still think the gas chamber one was the best.
Really?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Worked on multiple levels.
There's a blonde girl that says, "Be brutal," and she's not ugly. You want to hear those ones?
Yes.
Do it.
She
All right.
wants everybody to be brutal, so let's see it.
Well, take it easy on her. She's only 17. Well, that's the other lady.
That's the other girl. She learned from her mistakes because she killed herself.
Shortly after. Let me make sure I save this lady. All right, so you guys see her?
I see her.
All right. The Indian burial ground in your mouth is brutal enough. Jesus.
She means Native American.
You look like the sort of boy that even lonely uncles wouldn't touch.
Oh.
Jeez.
Your mouth says happy, but your eyes say you're trying to enjoy porn for a living. You have that choke me, pull my hair look about you, but I'd rather find someone that's attractive and arousing. Be brutal. I feel like a reverse image search could result in some disturbing BDSM photography or some of your dark basement porn from Germany. Luckily, with a face like that, I find the hood they force you to wear that makes you unlikely. That actually is what it says. I didn't fuck that one up. Anyway.
Wow. Jeez. They went a little too long with that.
Yeah, I don't even know. You'd probably be down for a one-night stand. And you make it obviously clear to me that you are. I pretend not to read your signs. I do not want to touch you. What? Here's my favorite one. You look like Ted Cruz. Did you guys ever see that woman on Maury that actually looked like Ted Cruz?
Yes. I saw the image afterwards. I didn't watch Maury for it. I saw it on
Does
Facebook.
anybody actually watch Maury anymore?
My mom watches it every fucking day.
Oh,
You
geez.
are the father.
My mom just wants to play the game. Is it the father? Is it not the father? You never know.
We have determined that that was a lie.
It looks like your uncle fucked any good looks you may have had out of you. If there was ever a poster child for depression.
Oh.
Your fingers put 95% of men's dicks to shame.
Jeez.
If you were a cookie, you'd be a Oreo. You must have been heartbroken when NASA said your head was no longer a planet. Oh my god. You could eat off her face. You could easily be mistaken for a dish plate. It's so round. Here's the final one. You look like Uncle Fester with hair. Oh, about to leave high school and I want to laugh. You want to make fun of some dude from high school?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
We can keep doing this. I'd be fine. This is a good couple hours right here.
This is going to be our most viewed episode, next to Star Wars. Probably not. But I can dream, right?
Hey, you know what? It could happen, because the internet's a terrible place, obviously.
Well, if anyone finds this episode, World Class Bullshit is essentially this type of humor.
Oh, God.
Good Lord.
Look at this poor fuck. Jesus.
Oh.
Ask your parents if they're proud of you. I'm sure you'll get a laugh.
This was taken moments before the suicide.
The only thing greasier than your face is your stained bed sheets. You look like Mark Zuckerberg's unwanted child with Down syndrome. This is Dyke Cuckerberg. If you wanted to laugh, you could have saved yourself the trouble by looking in a mirror. Bad news, kid. High school is going to be the highlight reel of the downward spiral you're going to call a life. And then he talks about leaving high school. On the bright side, he looks like the kind of guy who will be kept back a few years. Extend that highlight reel.
He looks like the guy that's about to go through the office with a shotgun.
Dude, you should be looking for a job, not a laugh.
No, this is the kid who's gonna be the janitor in like 10 years at that high school.
The same schools. Like,
you're the kid who gets sold 10 grams of oregano for $50 and then goes off the rail sucking dick for crack, which is also oregano. How much makeup did you need to cover up those black eyes your stepfather gave you? Oh.
Well, Jeff has the biggest soul here because everyone else laughed at that one.
So do the families of the Dark Knight shooting victims... What? Oh, never mind. That's a response to something else. I just saw Dark Knight and thought that'd be funny. If you had some friends, you wouldn't need our services. What kind of person should I pick on next? Man, woman, black, white?
Woman.
Hold on. There's no black people in here. We need to diversify it.
Here's Asian. Adopted Asian. Dishonor my family.
Done.
Oh, do it. Let's do it.
Oh my God, this guy is the definition of a Steve. God damn it.
I mean, all we're doing is making fun of white people. We need the variety.
Yeah, because people say they want diversity in Hollywood and entertainment. Well, we're entertainment.
Fuck that.
And
we're going to give you diversity right now. We're going to make fun of an Asian dude.
Wow, this guy's
Jeez, is he awake or not? I can't tell.
That is Stephen Yoon himself.
From OU.
All right. Dishonor your family? You're an Asian male put up for adoption. You already dishonored your family. They lied to you and they said you were Asian. The truth is you are 50% Down syndrome and 50% elf. Somewhere in your parents' Google search history is the term adoption return policy. The fact that you only made it to OU gives you the chance to dishonor both of your families. There is a coat hanger in China reminiscing about the one who got away. Don't smile so big. It's damaging your vision. So, do you make your own clothes? Because they look way too nice to be from the reject pile of the factory you grew up in. My grandpa already roasted your family in Hiroshima.
Done. That one went.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to read any more about this guy. Is that cool with you guys?
Yeah.
That one is fucking phenomenal. Holy shit.
Family roasted.
Man, these people...
I told you, the internet is an evil place. And
I'm just 15. I finished a game of League. Roast me. You know what, dude? You haven't even done enough in your life besides take a shit. Oh, this guy looks like Jaden Smith. I'm going to send you his image, and we're going to read the roasts of him. There's not many, but it should be good for a laugh.
What the
Oh
fuck?
my God.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't
Right.
need to roast.
This
Yeah,
brother right here, let's see. Can you steal one of those phones too, please? And by the way, you need to stop getting those Viagra stuck in your throat. Gus Fring after trying Walter's meth. That guy has a bigger stash on top of his head than the pathetic pubes glued above his upper lip. Hello, Will Smith's bastard child. Wearing 2 layers of makeup to make yourself look bigger? It's not working. What? Okay.
Huh?
I don't know. I'm not sure if you say a Poppy because of the missing child issues or because you jump on more pipe than Mario. Be honest, how many twerk videos have you made? Uglier and gayer version of Will Smith. You look like you stole Steve Harvey's upper lip for a wig. And here's the final one. Do you have any idea how to be black? You have a part in your pubes. Here's a guy that says he's literally unroastable.
Don't say that shit. Don't say that shit.
You guys want to see if he's unroastable?
Let's do it.
You tell me.
Oh, come on.
Hard. It's
Easy
too easy.
target. Easy target.
Should I not read it?
Yes, read it.
Oh, okay, cool. I just, sometimes I like an easy target. Dustin knows about easy targets.
That's how I describe my wife.
Aw. Do you go for the chest or the eye?
Oh, I just meant in terms of mental abuse. Keep going.
Oh, okay, cool. I was going for cum, but whatever. Let's see. Literally unroastable. How does it feel to know that you will never be half the Pokemon champion that Ash Ketchum is? It looks like you're trying too hard to look bad because you're insecure about what they would say if you tried to look good, which is weird since ugliness comes so naturally to you. I didn't know you could get bitter beer face from drinking your own cum. Are you closing your eyes so you don't have to look at yourself? That's weird. Your face is moving away from the black hole.
What?
Are you sure you're unroastable? Because that shit looks like melanoma. The next comment. Mole, 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 mole. Oh, man, now I got a computer full of ugly people with the sign roast me. You are right. You are unroastable. You are making your friend hold up a roast me sign while he is dead asleep. I'm impressed. You just look like you have bad breath. Normally, I'd at least roast you a bit over that S that looks like a 5, but obviously you have chromosomal disorders. The Filipino Trump. You are a mix of Jackie Chan, Daffy Duck, and a single chip chocolate cookie. Fucking disgusting. Must have been a damn big fly. What? That makes no sense. You want me to get one with a lot of comments?
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's a blonde lady. Oh, now we're going to go for this hipster lady.
Ooh, hipsters. Hate them.
Yeah, I do too. I was watching a show about barbecue, and I secretly wanted all the hipsters to lose or fall into the barbecue pit.
Oh, no. You really want to watch a hipster show? Watch that beard growing competition bullshit.
Is that real?
No, it is.
I wish you were.
Good Lord.
God.
From now on, I'm just
Wow.
going to pick easy targets so we can...
Wow, yep, she's, yeah.
Okay, you
So
guys
many.
ready?
Oh.
There are 103 comments about her.
Wow.
I'm not going to read all 103 because there's one that says...
I bet 20% of them are her hair.
If Katy Perry had no talent, attractiveness, self-esteem, or any ambition in life, you would come in 3rd or 4th in a lookalike contest. Somebody just posted a link to a dog wearing a watermelon helmet.
Watermelon!
Here it is, the pinnacle of everything you've been working for. Ever since you were a 14-year-old girl scratching Nobody Understands Me into the Nightmare Before Christmas journal from Hot Topic, you've dreamed of this day. You are officially the girl with the weird hair at your job. Your tiny cubicle lined with Wicca memes and pictures of octopus-related items from Etsy. Now everyone can really see you for what you truly are inside, completely devoid of personality.
That's fucking...
Damn.
The next point, triggered.
Triggering returns.
This isn't just
fuck
a roast,
triggering.
this is a fucking declaration of war. You must be the only mermaid who's never gotten wet.
Boom.
You look like Captain Planet after he got a sex change and took a job as a librarian. You're not like one of those girls, but in a bad way. Attractive, fun, interesting? So the green hair, vintage glasses, and nose ring failed to get you enough attention, and you've resorted to coming here? Jesus Christ, how badly did your dad molest you?
Not enough.
Apparently.
Oh my god. I mean, can you blame him? Gotta get those oppression points. Your fringe is the only straight thing about you. Yeah, gay people are the worst, huh? You roast yourself every time you got in public. Trigger warning, your hair is brighter than your future. You look like a vegan, pansexual, non-binary feminist.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Listeners out there, if you know what it means to be a non-binary feminist, please let me know. It's the Little Mermaid's Down syndrome suffering little sister. How do you get guys and other better looking girls to notice you? Try to stand out like a sore thumb with green hair and hope someone talks to you, but then they realize you suck. And then there's just an image. Anyway, good job at looking like a fucking elf. Or an elf fucking. They're after me Lucky Charms. They cast an overweight hipster Poison Ivy. They called her Poison Oak. I think you're hot. Being pre-op doesn't matter to me. The only thing that is more of a train wreck than your style is your mental state. How did you escape from the RSPCA? What does that stand for? Dan, look that up. It's just pitiful that you crave such relentless degradation as the only means of garnering any semblance of attention whatsoever, and all in a futile attempt to fill the vacuum that occupies the gaping hole where self-esteem of your childhood once festered. That's me.
RSPCA stands for Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals.
Ah, okay, it's a British thing.
Yep.
Green hair won't make Daddy love you. Oh,
Maybe
look,
that's the
it's
point.
the I don't normally do this kind of thing Tinder date.
I've heard that a lot.
Looks like you try to be Poison Ivy in cosplay, but ended up looking more like Poison Oak. Somebody else made that joke, dude. How many times does your boyfriend hit you when your cheeks get that red? You look like an ugly Bailey J. Is that a porn star?
I
Dan?
don't. I'm working on it.
Woodland nymph. A maniac with a face like a chubby Chinese man. I don't know what a maniac is. She
Yeah.
used to slit her wrist. Now she resorts
Yep,
to slitting her fringe.
Bailey J.
Bailey J is a porn star.
Quit marrying your grandmother's drapes as a dress. You look like Trixie Mattel's rejected and forgotten drag daughter. I don't know what that means. You have a 15-year-old you have a 15-year-old boy's face with a trying to be cool look of a 40-year-old mother. Your eyes scream for acceptance, but the only love you'll get is off the anime guy whose fetish you feed.
Jeez.
I bet you are secretly sad when you have never had to blow your rape whistle.
Apparently, Bailey J is transsexual.
Oh.
There's the image of it.
Jeff, I'm kind of disappointed
Why?
that you knew who Bailey J was.
Oh, I just guessed, because porn stars usually have two first names. I'm sorry. Here's the last one I'll read about her. I think I saw you at a German cybergoth LARP game. Hi, Bulma! Oh my god. So we got her. Are we done with Asian dudes? Somebody wants you to roast their dog. That's fucked up.
No, don't do that.
I'm not kidding. That's a cute
Roast-
dog.
Don't
Don't
the
do
fucking
that
dog.
with
Who gives a shit?
Unless
Roast
you
the
got
goddamn
something cooked
dog.
on after it's roasted.
This
There
guy
you
looks
go.
like an easy target. I say this guy never sees a vagina.
Douche canoe?
Oh, this dude's on equal playing ground for loseristy loser.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Am I right or am I right?
Damn.
When's the last time Phil shaved?
You win! You win! Oh my god, let's see what people have had to say about this unfortunate looking fellow.
Oh my god.
What kind of masochist are you? Don't you get roasted enough in the hallways? Aw, you look like a Gamorrean guard.
No.
Apparently, the picture he scratched out like the logo on his shirt or something with like paint.
It says, your haircut indicates that you just escaped from a paintbrush kit, but your face says my lunch money is in my Pokemon wallet. Filming The Big Bang Theory sure has taken a toll on the cast. You prep boys have probably measured each other's dicks to test how far the other would go. You look like you live in an empty peanut butter jar fortress in your parents' basement, LARPing with mannequins. His BMI is probably larger than his Minecraft server. And Dan, this one's for you. I think we found the true reason why Chris Farley decided to take up drugs.
Oh.
Oh, man, some of these people... She's scared, roast her. I want to find a really hot girl and see people try to really rip on her, but there's nobody attractive. These people all deserve to be roasted.
Because attractive people go like, yeah, they won't say anything to me.
No, because what's going to happen with that really hot girl, they're all going to try to get her number and, try to find out her Instagram and Facebook account and go friend her or something.
I have a feeling this is going to be a very, very mean roast. So let's check her out.
So let's watch it. Let's see this happen.
All right, there we go.
Oh man,
you think she's going to be a good roaster?
Oh yeah.
Suicide Hotline 101.
I like Suicide Hotline 1-on-1 more than that. Suicide Girls 1-on-1.
Yeah.
All right, this comes from I don't give a shit. What can I say that won't be eaten out of your memory by your future coke-addicted biker boyfriend? What do you mean future? Look at her face. You can tell she's been beaten for years. You had me at what do you mean future? I hope that's from being beaten and not a product of human genetics, because if this exists in our gene pool, there is no hope for mankind. Her dad cries himself to sleep every night. Her dad cries himself to sleep every night, knowing that this will eventually happen. What? No man wants his daughter to get beaten by another one. If someone has to beat his daughter, it has to be himself. If you want children beaten, you have to do it yourself. Bender B. Rodriguez.
Hell yeah, Bender.
To be the best, you have to beat the best. Chris Brown. Well, at least if his motorcycle ever breaks down, she's got plenty of spare parts on her face. I like the way your eyeliner points in two directions that your parents went when they got divorced. Edit. Someone gave me gold for being mean to a stranger. What a world we live in. Thanks, whoever you are.
You must feel bad knowing that the pussycat behind her gets more action than she ever will.
You look like the type of girl who would bring a water bottle filled with vodka to school and finish it by second period. Those eyebrows look like they were drawn on by a 3-year-old with more enthusiasm and skill. Or a 73-year-old with Parkinson's.
Fuck.
I bet if I told you I love you, you'd let me put it in your butt. If someone goes, I'm not sure you'd even need to say that. I think I'll buy you a hit of ecstasy would work. My comical romance. Dan, you basically made this joke a few moments ago. That cat is the only pussy I'd touch in this photo.
Boom.
Pro tip for your first shift. Pro tip for your first shift at the new job: wipe off the pole before you start dancing. There's a lot of germs on there.
Well, she doesn't look good enough to be a stripper.
I'm guessing there are going to be way too many poles and germs in her future to worry about. The ones where she works.
God.
She's going to be a British bathroom? That's racist.
No. She's going to end up working at Applebee's for like 20 years. Like that's her future.
She could be a stripper. There's Wednesdays where nobody goes to the strip club. That's her night.
She looks like she roofies herself at parties in hopes of getting anal. You make me think of Avril Lavigne, but only if she was poor. She'll be a great bartender one day if she works hard enough. What?
That sounded more like a compliment.
You're a visual aid for a joke. What do you call a hooker with a runny nose? Full. I'll be damned. Red Bull does give you wings. Just look at your fucking eyelashes. She evolved to fight off bullies. You're seriously the first dumbass I've seen aspire to look like Courtney Love's heroin years.
Oh, God. You mean now?
Nose piercing and fashion say 18-year-old. Forehead and makeup say 42-year-old. Do I want to say Toro and wave a red flag around, or do I want to watch you fly away on those wings attached to your face? You look like a goddamn mozzarella cheese stick.
A god dang
Yeah.
mozzarella cheese stick.
Can't tell if you're a dog with a cheap collar or if you're a bull with a cheap nose ring. Either way, the quality matches you. Cheap. What else do you do when you're not cutting yourself? You're cute. You're like a tickle me Elmo. What?
That's just crazy.
Somebody called PETA. This animal on my screen's being roasted.
Oh! When daddy doesn't love you. Who does your eyebrows? Helen Keller or your cat? Wait, guessing your cat is for other wily hair patches. Ooh.
Ooh.
Even the cat is waiting for the day you cut your ballistic vein and bleed, or basilic vein and bleed out. Ooh. You look like you listened to My Chemical Romance over summer break and came back broken. Enjoy getting used for sex in exchange for a dime bag of tomato leaves.
Oh my god.
You seem like the kind of girl who swallows on a first date. That forehead is so massive that it's taking so much space and pushing the rest of your face away. If they have a live-action movie of Ice Age, you'd get the role of Sid the Sloth, no problem. Oh, this one's fucked up, but I'm going to read it anyway.
Dude, it's us. Come on.
Is Michael J. Fox your makeup artist?
Oh.
What's the Wi-Fi password to your forehead? Your thumbnail made me think you're pretty, but looking at your full-size photo made me realize that was not the case. You're like the definition of a good girl from a far distance. Ugh. Your eyeliner looks like sticks. You look like someone that has been beaten and raped by their father at the age of 7.
Jeez.
Smells of sad desperation is evident in the wrinkled forehead. Where's a good one to end on? I want to find the meanest fucking one. Oh, here we go. This is mean as shit. You are someone who clearly wants to be seen as not part of the herd, which is ironic, given that you wear one of those god-awful nose rings, and that makes you look like a fucking cow. Okay, this will be the last one. I wonder how many abortions you've been forced into. Is that mean enough?
That was pretty mean.
That's a good one. That's a real good one.
All right. Well, if you stuck through this really long episode, I hope you were entertained. Justin, let's get into some fan mail.
Sure.
All right. First off, we got to mention a guy that I promised to read last week, his comment last week, but you were gone, and I wanted to make sure you heard this. So this was on our Ghostbusters and SJWs video, and this comes from the man with the greatest name in all of YouTube next to Dyke Cuckerberg, Super Cosmic Mutant Honey Candle Squid. I think the problem with safe spaces is that it's an old concept that SJWs have once again hijacked for their own means. Once upon a time, when someone said safe space, it was for the safety of a person or group to go to. But I don't see that anymore. I just see a bunch of rich fucks who claim they are oppressed hopping into them when someone disagrees with them. And that's the thing that annoys the shit out of people about the new concept of safe spaces. It's just a shield for people to run to when they can't fight an argument or whatnot. I have seen people use safe spaces as retreats from actual harassment. But that's not the case anymore. It's always, this person didn't agree with me on Twitter, so I need somewhere to go. Like, really? This shit again? It's like the chick who said she got PTSD from bad tweets. People hijacking issues that matter and then making it into a fucking joke. As was discussed, there was a difference between safe spaces and Jim Crow, where Jim Crow was enforced to separate people based on what they thought were superior/inferior. The original concept of a safe space was to protect, to ensure someone who needed help had it, regardless of who they were, and a place where everyone was welcome to discuss, because in some safe spaces there was a shared issue going on. I'm going to truncate some of this because it's really long. They just goes on to say, you can't turn someone away from help just because they don't fit your image of whom you think a victim is. Claiming therapy situations where stress is lower, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I wanted you to hear that because I thought your debate with Dion about Jim Crow and safe spaces was pretty enlightening. And I'll send you the full link.
Yeah, please do.
Because we go from roasting to talking about real social issues, and I don't want anyone to be that bored. There you go. See how long it is?
Oh, yeah.
Can I just hear that name one more time?
Super cute, Super Cosmic Monkey. Or sorry, I'm thinking of Super Mega Hyper Team Monkey Force Go. That was a cartoon. Anyway, this guy's name is Super Cosmic Mutant Honey Candle Squid.
Oh, that's the X-Man in Deadpool too. Okay.
Oh, that's a real character?
It was a playoff anyway.
Oh, sorry. I'll cut that part out. Let's see. Our buddy Justin B6699 had a comment about Power Rangers movie. First time seeing Elizabeth Banks as Rita, and I'm thinking, is that Divatox? So they're going to have the villainess of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers looking like the villain of the Turbo Rangers. Okay. And this is why it's important, though. I do feel like Star Wars fatigue is going to happen soon, if not already. My own opinion is that I don't really care anymore about the franchise. My mother asked me about the new Rogue One and trailer and The Force Awakens, and was shocked when I said that I have no interest in supporting this new trilogy and anything that comes with it. The movies ended with Revenge of the Sith, and the story ended with Return of the Jedi. Everything that came or will come after is nothing. I'm not going to pay the piper to watch TFW when my brother has a copy. Hell, gonna watch it after posting this comment and give my piece of shit. What? Give my piece of shit? Anyway, fuck it. I just want to let you know, Justin, I read it. It's another Renon, I'm sorry. He goes on to say that he likes Knights of the Old Republic and the classic shit. Here's two short things we'll read quickly. Rogue One trailer from Ronaldo Hernandez, who happened to like our Facebook page today, so thank you, Ronaldo. Star Wars died for me with Episode 7. That movie is wrong on so many levels. It really ruins the franchise. Rogue One, I'll watch it because of nostalgia, basically, but it's another diversity fest. The girl who looks like Katniss, Donnie Yen, Forrest Whitaker, Diego Luna. I just hope that Katniss isn't perfect like Rey. So, Katniss is shitty. Do you guys agree? Or I know, Dustin, you said you thought the last Hunger Games was alright, but you wouldn't seek it out again, or?
I mean, if the wife had it on, I'd watch it in hopes of getting handy, but that's about it.
But I can't fault you for that reasoning.
You're all about them handies, dude.
Hey, when Leon's not giving them out, Dustin's got to look elsewhere.
No, because the few times I've been on the podcast, he's always been about handies and blowjobs in the theater. Like, that's what it's been.
I've never received either in a theater. In my car, yes. In a theater, no. I'm not that cool. WonderWaz 79723 said, Rogue One is a movie about the past. Oh, fuck that shit. I'm out. Star Wars is dead. I won't waste my time any longer on Disney Wars bullshit. I'll save my money and buy fucking action figures from the older collections and continue to enjoy episodes 1 through 6. Fuck you, corporate fascist America. So it's safe to say that guy is probably Canadian.
But like, it's funny that these last two have been about Star Wars fatigue. I mean, how about Marvel fatigue or superhero fatigue?
I guess you didn't listen to last week's show, my friend, because that was the title of the episode.
That's true. I'm sorry.
You're a terrible Samoan.
I'm sorry.
You are, Phil. It's pretty much if you have a beard, you're a dick on this show.
Hey.
Dustin, do you have a beard?
I always do.
No, that's not true. You've had
Dustin.
goatees. You've had pedo stashes.
Okay, well, that's my normal.
Stashes.
Jeff, Dustin just
True?
proved your point. If you have a beard, you're a dick on this show.
Well, speaking of people who aren't dicks, our final comment comes from Spy Fiction, who has commented on a good number of our videos, and I don't know if this is the first time we've ever read it on air, but Spy Fiction, thanks for all your watches and your comments. We appreciate it. This is our final discussion about Star Wars for the night. I think Star Wars fatigue is already setting in, and people are getting burnt out of it. You guys mentioned the video sales of The Force Awakens. I see the same thing when I go out to the store. The last few times I was at Walmart, they had The Force Awakens merch all over the place, and it's not really moving. That includes the movie. Few copies sold. One comment on YouTube who said he works at Wally World said the movies ain't moving. People aren't feeling the Star Wars vibe anymore, except for the Disney tards and SJWs who love it now. The new Rogue One, from what I've heard of, and by judging it from its ridiculous trailer, is going to be a turkey. It's the Hunger Games / Divergent and Star Wars drag. It will be the turning point in regards to people liking Star Wars. It will hurt it pretty bad. It looks like an expensive fan movie and not a Star Wars film. Disney no doubt is worried about that and is concerned about that affecting Episode 8. Everything hinges on Rogue One doing well at the box office for Star Wars to keep thriving. Because it will affect the other Star Wars films, especially the most important episodic films. Couple this with the oversaturation of Star Wars merch in the stores and the media, and you have an audience burnout. It's already happening. Thank you, Spy Fiction. I thought that was a great point, and I had to read it on air. Nick, Dustin, Dan, what do you think about that?
I mean, I think it's true. I mean, I think with especially with Disney having, Marvel and Star Wars, they're trying to just, really, really shove it down your throats as much as possible and as fast as possible, and make sure that it's there. And all they want is your money. They don't really care if it's good. They don't really care if it's awesome. They just want your money.
Dustin?
I mean, you know how I feel. I'm going to be the black sheep here. That's all I need to say.
All right. Well, I wish Dion was here to comment on that. But then again, we kind of did cover that last week. So, for the listeners out there, leave a comment on this video and tell us what you thought of the roasts. Feel free to make a roast of anybody that appears in this video. Surprise, surprise. So, do we put Phil and Brian and Joel in it?
Yeah, I'd say put everyone. Fuck it.
All right, Dan.
Yeah.
What's a picture of you want me to put in it?
The one that I have, that I make all the memes of my face of.
Oh, the one I took of you at Star Wars?
Yeah.
All right, Nick. Do you have one you want me to use for you?
I don't really care.
All right, I'm going to use a picture of Kyle and say that's what you look like.
God, do that.
That's an improvement.
Make sure to use my Super Saiyan pedophile picture.
I will search for it. I don't know exactly where it is.
Should be on Facebook.
But you deleted your Facebook.
But it should be on yours, because I stole it from you.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Then I will let you know. Because I think everyone needs to see that photo of you. And for the listeners out there, the reason Dustin looks so creepy is genetics. But the reason he has that haircut is because he lost a bet. Do you remember what the bet was?
It was if John Morrison was going to win a triple threat steel cage match for the title against Cena and The Miz.
And clearly you bet
remember
that it
that.
was a possibility.
Yeah, it was about 2009, 2010, somewhere in there.
Oh my god. That was so fucking funny. We walked by Walgreens on the way home from B-Dubs, and you did it then and there. I was sending your picture out to people all the fucking time, and they were just like, who is this guy? Didn't you think you looked like, what was it, Gunjack from Tekken?
God.
Oh, I wish I was that cool.
What, you want a metallic arm? You know, Dustin, if you were to turn yourself into half man, half cyborg, I feel like you would turn one of your arms into a fleshlight.
Of course.
Wait. For himself or for others?
Hey, it goes both ways.
Okay.
Ew, I'm looking at pictures of us partying with Kendra and Amy and all them, and it looks like Dustin is taking up the butt and I'm dancing behind him.
Oh, I love that picture.
I'm going to share that with you guys. Nick, don't think any less of me.
Why?
That's why.
I can't wait.
Yeah, you are deep in there.
Oh my god.
That guy looks so unaware that Andre the Giant Jr. is about to squeeze the shit out of him.
Hey, anybody want a peanut? I could have made a really weird joke, but I won't. Yeah, so I will put Dustin's pedo picture in there, if I can find the motherfucker. Ew, there's pictures of Tim. That was the worst person I've ever met.
Oh, I forgot about him.
You're lucky. You're lucky.
Well, you reminded me of him now. Fuck you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my god. What a terrible party. There's just a really sad picture of Dustin on a couch.
No, let me see.
Let me see.
I wonder what's going through your mind at this point in time.
I'll be able to tell you.
Alright, cool.
Where he should commit the mass shooting.
Oh, I figured it out. A casino.
Wait, what?
I figured out the answer to my question. A casino.
Oh.
So many people, and none of them have guns.
Oh! That's what we're talking about! Oh. That's fun. Are you going to do it in an Indian casino? Because that'll
I'm not going to do it, period.
I know.
Wink, wink.
There's pictures of us at WrestleMania.
He's not going to do it, period. Card
There's
subject.
a picture of you wearing a Rey Mysterio mask trying to suck on my nipple. I have to put this in the video. Well, I don't know. Is that a Randy Orton hoodie you have?
Oh, with the gas mask?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
New
so sweet.
hoodie, Rey Mysterio mask.
It was Halloween. I was dressed as Marty McFly. It was a good time. Oh, Oh, there's
Yeah.
pictures of me
It
and
looks like
Shira.
you're having a good time
Oh
right
my
there.
god.
That was a great mask.
Do you still have it?
I don't. That's sad. That's a sweet mask.
That's a really nice looking mask.
Oh, Dustin, if only we could make a whole video about the weird shit that we've experienced through hanging out.
Good Lord, there's not enough time at all to cover Dustin's weird shit.
There's a picture of Dion with a lot of side boob.
Could that be the main picture for this video?
Sure.
Since Dion isn't here, he can't say no.
Yeah. Make the roast me video and then have that be the lead.
Here we go. You can tell me what you think. This was our best worst episode ever.
That right there, that's the image for Dion's family abortionist.
Green family abortionists and chicken. I don't know what the fuck.
And chicken?
Jones. There's Jones barbecue and foot massage. So
That's what it is. That's what I was thinking of.
Green abortion and chiropractor.
There you go.
Oh my god, there's a picture of me puking at my graduation party.
I remember that. I was never so instantly sober
Jeff,
in my
you're
life.
a legend among my friends back here.
I am?
Do you remember the night you came over and we partied and you threw up in a garbage bag?
It was gray.
It was gray. that not as cool of a story as I thought it would be.
It was the most satisfying puke of my life. Seriously, I had never wanted to puke so bad. And when I did, it was so great. And now I'm looking at Facebook pictures of me, and then there's a picture of a green Dan cane and a picture of Dion where he looks like he's going to rape you.
So his normal face.
Yeah. My photos. This Facebook is retarded. Anyway, this has been World Class Bullshitters. I've been your host, Jeff Hicks. Every Thursday night we take a dump on the world of pop culture, or in this case, people's misfortunes. You can follow us on Twitter using the hashtag WCBS, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and send us an email, if you feel so inclined, to worldclassbs@mail.com. The best mail.
Baby.com.
All right. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
Dustin. Bye.
Bye.
No.
Bye.
Sexual?